What's happening? What's happening with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah. When y'all come in the building, make sure that y'all hit the like button and sub. Hold on. Okay. When y'all come in the building, make sure that y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all hit that like button. Let's see who we got in the building. Gert's in the building. What's happening with it? Seattle Boxing Talk in the building. DP Rocker in the building. Johnny Q in the building. James. Dead Game Boxing. OTB Boxing School. What's happening with it? Sweet Tea in the building. The Queen Sweet Tea is in the building. John Kramer in the building. What's happening with it? You already know. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah, we gonna talk today. Yeah. We gonna talk today. We gonna get it in for sure. So like I said, man, y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button. Do me that favor. Motown YB, what it do? Elevated Conscience, what's happening with it? Yeah. We definitely gonna cook today. We definitely finna cook today. Dub Right Side in the building. What's happening with it? What it do? Yeah. It's a lot going on in boxing, man. Conor Benn, you know what I'm saying? He off that juice. He off that good old juice. You feel me? And I mean, when you look at his body transformation, you can see it all through his veins. We're going to talk about that. You know, the UK, man, it's been bad over in the UK. It's been real bad over in the UK, man. They look like they can't get a fight to go through to save their life over there in the UK, man. Shit looking real bad over there. I was looking forward to this fight too. A. Sneed in the building. Carl Brown, what's happening with it? Jose Ayala, what's happening with it? Quee, the Queen is in the building. What's happening with it? The Queen Aisha is in the building. Sean T, what's happening with it? Yeah, like I said, y'all hit the like button as you come in the building. We definitely gonna be cooking today. And yeah. It's a lot to talk about. We got a lot going on in boxing. Shit. I was really looking forward to the fights this weekend, but we still got some fights this weekend. Y'all don't forget, we still got Fundora and we got Omar, what's his name? Ocampo, Carlos Ocampo. Fundora and Carlos Ocampo, they still getting it popping. And we're going to really be able to see, is Carlos Ocampo, is he really good? And did Errol Spence go in the ring and do something special when he stopped that boy in one round? Or is Carlos Ocampo just some bum from Tijuana? You know what I'm saying? And Fundora going to beat the hell out of him. We'll find out this weekend. So we definitely got that fight going down. You feel me? And Johnny Q say Fundora is must-see TV. Yeah. Fundora, man, he a hell of an exciting fighter. But we gonna really see what Ocampo really about. Because y'all got to remember, Ocampo only L is to Errol Spence. That's his only L. But he could be a straight Rudy Poo. We don't know what Ocampo is. But we know Fundora got them hands. That's for sure. Fundora got hands. Mr. Aggressive Eastside say Ocampo a bum and Fundora versus Ocampo a mismatch. Hey, you could be right, but it's up to Ocampo to prove you wrong. We don't know. We don't know what he is. You know what I'm saying? This man, he accumulated a hell of a record. He didn't accumulate it. Let's look what Ocampo record is. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at what Ocampo, what he looking like. Carlos Ocampo. He 34-1. That's that good old hometown. You know what I'm saying? Chavez, Julio Cesar Chavez, Mexico cooking. This man, yeah, he 34-1 with 22 KOs. Let me see if I recognize anybody he didn't fought besides Errol Spence. Let me see if I recognize anybody on his resume besides Errol Spence. He fought Jorge Paez Jr. I know who that is, you know, but he's a he's not. Yeah, he ain't shit. I only know who that is because shit, his dad was a hell of a fighter. Well, I ain't gonna say a hell of a fighter, but his dad was a hell of a journeyman. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, I have to say, yeah. Ain't nobody on his resume that anybody would know except for Errol Spence. All Carlos Ocampo fights was in Mexico. So he probably a bum. You know what I'm saying? He got about a 60% chance of showing the world on Saturday that he a bum. But there's still that 40% chance he might be all right. You feel me? It's still a 40% chance. I say it's a 60 to 40% chance. You know what I'm saying? 60% chance he a bum, 40% chance he might just be all right. We don't know. But I guarantee y'all that Fundora gonna let us know all we need to know when he get in the ring with Ocampo. But like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing that fight. See what Ocampo is. Smooth Groove Boxing, what's happening with it straight from that Oak Cliff, USA. And we got a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? This week in boxing has been a whole lot of Twitter. It's been a whole lot of Twitter beefing going on. Whole lot of shit going down on Twitter. But we steady getting fights called off. A whole lot of shit going down on Twitter, but we steady getting all these fights called off. Now let's talk about it and hit the like button. Sheena, the Queen Sheena's in the building. Let's talk about it. So we got Conor Benn and Chris Eubank today. That fight look like it ain't gonna take place. We got Conor Benn. He's tested positive for a banned substance, a fertility drug, right? He's tested positive for a fertility drug. Now, I'm going to let y'all know exactly what that's about because a lot of people confused about, you know, what he tested positive for. Jay Chestnut, what's happening with it? A lot of people confused about, you know, why would he be taking a fertility drug? What is that? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about is Conor Benn and has he been dirty? Is he dirty and has he been dirty? And the answer to that is absolutely, yeah. But absolutely, yeah. And I'm gonna tell y'all why he was taking that fertility drug. Also, like I said, man, you could just look at his body and tell that, okay, yeah, this dude ain't natural. You know what I'm saying? You could just look at him and tell he ain't natural. This motherfucker head thing got big. Head big as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Conor Benn was a little peanut head motherfucker. His head big as hell now, and I'm going to show y'all too. Hold on. Let's look at Conor Benn back in the day. Before. Let's look at some before and after pictures of Conor Benn. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. And while we pulling up these before and after pictures of Conor Benn, like I said, make sure that y'all hit my like button. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. I'm gonna show y'all just what I'm talking about. That motherfucker Conor Benn thought he was slick. He thought he was slick and fucked around and fucked with Vada. Hold on, let me show y'all. I ain't lying. I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on, I got y'all right here. Here we go. Here we go. Now look at this shit. Hold on, y'all. Look at the head on this nigga. This is now. Let me get this to focus. Look how big his head is. Look how big his head is. Now look at this. This is before. You know what I'm saying? This is before the transformation. That motherfucker head then went up 3 hat sizes. Look. That was before he got on them steroids, right? He was probably about a 7 1/4 or something. You know what I'm saying? And now, this is on the roids. This motherfucker whole, hat size then went up to an 8. He an 8.5 now. Fitted cap. Come on now. Now, that shit right there, that shit right there is all you need to know. Right. If a motherfucker grown-ass man head get that big, you know what I'm saying? You go from, you ain't seen him in a year, and then you see it, and his head get that motherfucking big, yeah, you know he on something. See, he knew he could get away with that shit with that UCAD or whatever, testing protocol that they got in the UK. He can get away with it. But when VADA get involved, they finna look a lot deeper than UCAD do. And so UCAD said he tested and we've been testing him and we haven't found anything in the system. Well, why VADA was able to find it and y'all wasn't able to find it? I'm confused. VADA was able to find that shit, but y'all wasn't able to find it. And then Eddie Hearn talking about, well, we still got to wait for the B sample to come back because he was cleared with, he was cleared with our testing protocol. Of course, he was cleared with the testing protocol that y'all got over there on the UK. Just like, and then he says, like I said, he waited for the B sample to come back. Well, I think that we still waiting for Dillian White's B sample to come back. What happened to Dillian White's B sample? It's been 5 years and Dillian White B sample still ain't came back. So Eddie Hearn, he know exactly what to do with the B samples. But see, VADA said, nope, not this time. Y'all ain't getting that shit past us. Y'all not getting that shit past us. And I'm mad. Yeah, I'm finna, I saw it on your I saw it on your I saw it from you. That's how I got it, Blue. I saw you. So and I'm definitely finna cook on that, Blue. And salute to Blue Blood. Yeah. I'm gonna actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Blue Blood to his Instagram. Hold on. And we just gonna play it. Here we go. So right here, Conor Benn, right? Conor Benn says, you know what? I talked to Chris Eubank, and Chris Eubank believes me. He knows that I'm not that type of fighter. I spoke to Chris Eubank earlier on the phone, right? And so I'm gonna let y'all hear Conor Benn, what he said about speaking to Chris Eubank today, and then I'm gonna let y'all hear what Chris Eubank said about Conor Benn calling and speaking to him. Let's go ahead and play this.
Chris personally, he fully believes. He believes in me. And it's not who I am, it's not what I'm about. Phone call from Conor Benn this morning. What can you tell us about the conversation you had together?
There was no phone call.
You spoke to Conor?
No, we haven't spoken.
Run it back. Run it back one more time.
I've spoken to Chris personally. He fully believes. He believes in me. And it's not who I am, it's not what I'm about. Phone call from Conor Benn this morning. What can you tell us about the conversation you had together?
There was no phone call.
You spoke to Conor?
No, we haven't spoken.
I've spoken to Chris personally.
Oh, shit.
I've spoken to Chris.
Hey, so what y'all heard right there is Chris Eubank. Conor Benn, my bad. Conor Benn getting caught in the bold-faced lie. He told the media that he spoke to Chris Eubank today on the phone, and Chris Eubank believed him and said that he's not that type of fighter and he's all the way with him 100%. Well, Chris Eubank, he get on the mic in that same media and he tell them, I don't know what y'all talking about. I haven't spoke to Conor Benn. He ain't called me. We haven't talked on the phone at all. So in the same day you get caught and you test positive for PEDs, right? And then you lie about talking to Chris Eubank on the phone about testing positive. And you're going to lie to the world and tell the world that Chris Eubank says that he believes you and he knows that you're not that type of fighter. What the fuck is going on? What's going on? Boxing matchups with Dwayne Freeman in the building. What's happening with it? Cassandra Mason, the queen, is in the building. Jay Grant, what's happening with it? So, man, we got a double whammy. That nigga, we got a double whammy with Conor Benn today. Conor Benn on one. Conor Benn is on one. Tunnel Vision said Eubank better not fight Benn on juice, and Eubank is being drained and has a rehydration clause. All money is not good money. Nah, it looked like the fight is off. They ain't got no choice. Chris Eubank, he came out and he said that he was willing to still move on with the fight if they got shit right? If they got shit right. Now, he didn't elaborate on what he means by if they got the shit right. And I'm pretty sure if they paid him more money, got his purse, right? Put another M on his purse. I'm pretty sure that was one of the things that he was talking about, right? And who knows what else? But I'm pretty sure that Chris Eubank was going to ask for another M on whatever his purse was. Also, now, like I said, the boxing commission is coming out and they saying, nah, we can't let this fight go on. Now, let's talk about what he got tested positive on. And hold on real quick. Let's dig into what he tested positive for, and I'm going to let y'all know exactly what it is. So, clomiphene, I think that's how you say it, right? And it's a fertility drug. And what it is, it's used to induce ovulation in women who do not produce, who have fertility problems, right? Also, men, right? So it's used for women that have fertility problems. Also, it's also used for men that, have low testosterone, but that are taking steroids and whatnot, right? That's taking steroids and they use it, right? While they're taking steroids to make sure that their sperm cells count stay up, right? Because when you take it, it kills your sperm cells. So they're using it to make sure, he was using it to make sure that it don't kill his sperm cells, right? So basically it's something that you take when you are using steroids. It goes hand in hand for men. You don't want it to use your sperm. You don't want to lose your sperm cells. You know what I'm saying? So he can still have babies and shit. So he taking that because he know that he on the roids. And so that's just what that is. And also, when you get off of roids, they use it to keep your testosterone level up. Because if he's on roids, his testosterone level is going to drop all the way down. And he's not going to be producing no more testosterone. So, of course, when you're getting tested at a certain point, he has to get off of the roids. So now he got to use those pills, right, to keep his levels up for the little bit of time that he has to get off of roids. So that's what it's used for people that don't know what it's used for. So yeah, Conor Benn, you know, he was in there. He was trying to get an edge. He was trying to get an edge. And so you can't, I heard people trying to use the excuse, oh, well, maybe, you know what I'm saying, because maybe he's trying to make a baby. Maybe he's trying to have a baby and this and that. Nah, he just had a baby. He just had a baby. So that boy, you know what I'm saying, he thought he was slick. And they caught that shit in the system. And the reason that's a banned substance is because, you know, the anti-drug doping agency, they know that that's a substance that goes along with, you know, steroids. That's a substance that men take along with steroids. So that's just what it is, you know. Conor Benn, he got caught. And this ain't the first motherfucker that's going to get caught. Yeah, but see, that's why you seeing Conor Benn, you know what I'm saying, walking around like he a motherfucking, like he was getting ready for Mr. Olympia. That's why you see him strutting around like he was getting ready for Mr. Olympia. That's why he looking like that. Yeah. That boy had that juice in his veins. And it ain't no reason, right, for him to have to be taking testosterone and all that shit and steroids. He only 26 years old. He 26. We ain't talking about a man that's 46 and in his 40s and late 30s. That man 26 years old. So it ain't like that his sperm count is just going to be low at 26 years old. Nah. So, you know, your shit way at 26, your shit is way, way, way up. Way, way, way up. King Coleon, what's happening with it? King Coleon, man. Man, I've been waiting for your ass to come up in here, man. King Coleon, man. I didn't know you beat up OG Percy. King Coleon put them hands on OG Percy. Had OG Percy holding on and trying to survive and shit. OG Percy old ass be on the internet talking all that shit about all the niggas that he whooped in the pen and all that. Man, King Coleon put hands and feet on that boy. That boy King Coleon put hands and feet on OG Percy. I said, man, this nigga OG Percy had some hands in the pen. This nigga OG Percy get to telling them story. Man, you know what I'm saying? And I knocked his ass out and I got to stumping him. And I knocked him out and I got to stumping him. I said, man, OG Percy really, hey, that motherfucker can throw them things. Man, he got in there with King Coleon. Man, King Coleon had that nigga in there. He had him in there holding on like ABB holding, trying to survive. He was just trying to survive. Motherfucker King Coleon hyper ass got in there and beat the dog shit out OG Percy. Hey, oh shit. Oh man. OG Percy had the whole motherfucking 500 Hoover Crip with him. He had the whole motherfucking 500 Hoover Crip with him and got whooped in front of all his partners. I said, man, goddamn Percy, I ain't know you went. Percy went out bad. Oh shit. All right, Percy was running, man. He was in the corner. He was hugging and holding. King Coleon said he fighting this weekend, Fort Worth, Texas, Golden Gloves on Henderson. Okay. Yeah, King Corleone. See, King Corleone to tell you straight up. He said, shit, I ain't got all my screws in my head. I'm fucked up in the head. But I'll beat a nigga ass. Hey, shout out to King Corleone, man. Out there really putting in the work, in the mud. He out there in the mud putting in that work. Electric agitator, what's happening with it? King Corleone said he told me before the fight, don't run. I was telling him that in the fight. Real talk. It ain't about what you say before the fight. It's about what's going on in the fight. Ain't that right? Yeah. Hustle Holmes, what's happening with it? Big Money Brown TV. Money Brown TV. Hey, Money Brown, I cause corruption. Y'all niggas plotted against me, dog. I want my motherfucking money back, money. I won that motherfucking pot, and everybody know I won that football pot. Everybody know I won that pot. Yeah. But let's move on. So yeah, man. Now we just waiting for Conor Benn hair sample to come back, like Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Because if Conor Benn hair sample come back and he ain't got nothing in his hair sample, then that means he ain't did it. If Conor Benn hair sample come back, that means we got to clear him of all charges, like Canelo Alvarez. Money know I'm fucking with him now. Money, my brother Money know I'm fucking with him. But yeah. What I'm gonna do, cause like I said, man, we definitely gonna cook today. We finna cook. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop some links in the chat. So if anybody want to come up here and cook, we gonna be talking about this Errol Spence and Terence Crawford shit. That nigga with the shag just walked through your motherfucking door and let y'all know what it is. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga with the shag, he just walked through the door and let y'all know what it is. And we still looking for Dillian White's B sample. After all these years, we still want to know what Dillian White B sample is. Let me pin this thing in the chat. Hold on. Jay Smith, salute. Dundada, he said, hell yeah, clear him of all charges, clean and clear. Yes, sir. Hey, if Dundada was running shit, man, everybody be dirty. It should be like baseball in the 90s. So, yeah. So, anyway, like I said, man, let's move on. Also, you got, man, Caleb Plant. He's saying, Caleb Plant and Andre and Anthony Durrell, they had their little video press conference today, media press conference or whatever. And Caleb Plant said he gonna put a dog ass whooping on that boy. Caleb Plant said he gonna beat the brakes off of Anthony Durrell. He gonna make him learn. He said he gonna make Anthony Durrell learn today. So, and Anthony Durrell saying he finna stop Caleb Plant. Who y'all believe? Who y'all got? Anthony Durrell or Caleb Plant? Who y'all got? I want to know who y'all got. Jay Grant said he got Caleb Plant. I want to know, we got anybody that got Anthony Durrell whooping Caleb Plant? Step up to the plate or forever hold your peace. Who y'all got? Johnny Q said Plant, easy. James say Plant. Yeah, everybody in the building, and like I said, y'all hit the like button. It's a lot of y'all that ain't. Let me see what these likes is looking like. Hold on. Let me see what these likes is looking like, because I know a lot of y'all ain't. Yeah, man, come on now. Is we serious? You mean to tell me we 100 likes short? We over 100 likes short? Y'all mean to tell me we over 100 likes short? That's what we doing? Man, y'all got to hit the like button. Come on, man. Y'all got to hit the like button. Mr. Aggressive says he got the racist Caleb Plant. How Caleb Plant is racist? Explain that to me. How is Caleb Plant racist? How's Caleb Plant racist, bro? And now you saying there was some weird shit that Spence said, bro, sus. Bro, what is you talking about? I need you to, Mr. Aggressive Eastside 512. I need you to hit that link because the link is up there. It's pinned in the chat, bro. The link is pinned in the chat. And I need you to explain what you're talking about because I don't know what you're talking about. I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of confused to tell you the truth. Kawhi Elliott, he says, the rail gonna stop Plant. I guarantee you wouldn't put a dime on it. I guarantee you ain't gonna bet a dime on it. No Boxing 504 says I'm going for Darrell. Anybody that think they gonna go for Darrell or think they want to put money on, hey, I'm right here. I'm here. Oh, he said he was playing about Plant. Okay, because I was confused. Like, goddamn, Plant ain't racist at all. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, Plant is finna put on a goddamn boxing clinic on Darrell. And I like Darrell. Darrell, that's my guy. And he'll be pissed off and probably would never speak to me again if he heard me say what I'm saying right now. But I just got to keep it 100. Plant finna put a boxing clinic on Darrell. And y'all got to hit the like button, man. Y'all got to hit the like button because it's too many people in here that ain't hit the like button. Like, that shit don't make no sense. It's free to hit the like button. It's free to hit the like button. So I don't understand why it's so many people in the building that ain't hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me we got almost 100 people in this motherfucker that don't got no arms? Everybody don't got no arms now. Y'all gonna have to hit the like button for real. We just gonna wait, man. We just gonna wait. Because if y'all can't hit the like button and shit, I'm coming in here spending my time, right? Giving y'all content, and you motherfucker can't even hit the like button. We just gonna wait, and then if y'all can't hit the like button, we'll shut it down and we'll try tomorrow. Because I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't fucked up about it. I'm not fucked up about it. You know what I'm talking about? Knockout Boxing 86 TV, what's happening with it? So we gonna get to, let me see. We wait a couple more minutes and we're gonna see what you know, we're gonna see what's happening with it. Let me see who else in the building. Big Tony, what's good with it? Anthony Johnson in the building, what's happening with it? Ross, what's happening? He says, now I'm not hitting the like button. You doing us a favor. Okay, I'm gonna do you a favor though. I'm gonna put your bitch ass in the background. Blocked. Good, like what Blue Blood say, goodbye. Goodbye. Nick Silvio, what's happening with it? Kawhi Elliott said he got 1,500 on Earl beating Bud. I ain't got no problem with that. Jermaine Bean, Houston in the building. What's happening with it? I'm talking about, yeah, wipe your feet before you enter in. Wipe your feet before you come in the building. That's it. Wipe your feet before you come in my house. Don't come in you can't even come in my house with your motherfucking shoes on, period. Straight up and down. But I guess, hey, Money.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I see you to hit the link, but I think I might be shutting this shit down, dog.
What happened?
They don't want to hit the like button, dog. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Oh man, smash the like, man. I hit the like as soon as I came in and got down better.
Yeah, because we still in here, bro, and it's still too many people that ain't hit the like button. And I keep on telling people to hit the like button, but you know, motherfuckers in the background and shit.
1,000 motherfuckers in the background, right, man?
Yeah, you
About
know.
50 they ass in the background.
You see what I'm saying? So if they can't hit the like button, like I said, I'm trying to get the cooking, but like I said, I'm gonna just shut it down. They think I'm playing too. I'm gonna just go ahead and shut it down. And you know, we could go ahead and try this another day. I'm gonna check one more time, see what the likes is looking like. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, and we gonna see what the likes is looking like. And if they can't get the likes up, we just finna shut this shit down and see if we can try again tomorrow.
Smash the like, yeah. I want to cook with my brother, man. Smash the like, man. I want to cook with my brother. I want to cook with G5. Smash the like. God damn. Don't cost you nothing,
what's happening with it, G?
What's going on, my brothers? What's poppin'?
Oh man, trying to see if they gonna hit the like button or we gonna have to shut it down, and you know what I'm saying? Shit,
Yeah, we got.
I'm gonna shut it down and get the moving around, man.
Winning the lottery and my Cowboys winning the Super Bowl this year with Cooper Rush.
Yeah. Let me see, man. I got my brothers on the panel, but man, let me see what we got, cause these likes is. Let me see. Maybe I gotta refresh my shit, cause I know.
What to say you at, Key? How many likes to say you at?
180. They getting them up a little bit. 180.
Yeah, 180 is like 200. Probably about 50 of them things.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all can hit the like button and y'all can get the fuck on that's in the background. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Some of y'all in the background and you know you ain't supposed to be watching my channel anyway. Because they told you not to.
That's how you know your haters. That's how you know
y'all
your
niggas in the background, and you didn't got extensive order from your motherfucking master not to watch the goddamn show. So you ain't supposed to be in here anyway. Let's keep it 100. You motherfuckers ain't supposed to be up in here anyway. So you know what I'm saying? You get caught. If you get caught, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be on punishment. You get caught up in this motherfucker. Hey, I know I ain't supposed to be in here. Hey, make sure ain't nobody see me and shit.
Damn show too good to miss, man. The show too good to miss.
Hey,
before you get going, hey, congratulations on 20K, my brother. Well,
oh man, I you know what? And I apologize to everybody, man. I was intending on making the video, you know, thanking everybody, man. And you know, I apologize, man. Thank everybody for supporting the channel, you know, and we're gonna keep on dropping hot content. We're gonna keep on putting on, you know. Like I said, the hating, that shit ain't stopping nothing. That shit just make me want to go harder. You niggas can hate. Niggas been hating ever since, you know what I'm saying, I started doing this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like I said, niggas getting orders not to come over here. You ain't allowed to watch all that shit, bro. That shit ain't gonna do nothing. That shit's not gonna stop nothing. So man. But anyway, so man, let's get into it, right?
But let me say this,
let me get this super chat.
With the football cool.
My man Prince Tuamara in that super chat, man. I appreciate you. Man. And let's get into it, man, because I know what everybody want to talk about, right? I know what everybody want to talk about. We pretty much know that Chris Eubank and the Chris Eubank and Conor Benn fight, that shit look like it ain't gonna go through. At first, they were saying that, you know, hey, it's still on, because you know Eddie Hearn, he trying to act like that shit ain't happened. Oh no, he passed all his other tests, is still on, but the commission is saying pretty much, it seems like that they gonna, you know, they giving a no to that. So that is an unfortunate situation because I really want to see that fight. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to see Chris Eubank and Conor Benn get it on. It was an exciting fight on paper. You know what I'm saying? You had Conor Benn moving up 2 weight classes. You had Chris Eubank coming down, like 2 pounds? So I was really wanting to see how good Conor Benn was. I really do. I really want to. That was my whole thing. I know what Chris Eubank is, right? I want to see what Conor Benn is. But we don't look like we're going to get to see that. So first, The whole Clarissa Shields Savannah Marshall card gets shut down in the UK. Now this shit get called off because the motherfucker can't keep a needle out his goddamn arm. But let me go around real quick before we get to Errol Spence and Terence Crawford in this whole situation. Let me go around the panel and let me get everybody's opinion on this Chris Eubank shit and Conor Benn situation real quick.
Yeah, man, I thought it was fucked up. Like I said, I had money bet on the fight and shit. You know, I thought Chris Eubank was gonna win the fight. But now, shit, if they would have let it go on, it looked like that boy Conor Benn was doped up. You know what I mean? And you know, that's that real dope. So, you know, he would have had a whole lot extra situation going on. So, you know, we gonna wait to see how that shit play out. But I read that it's off. So whatever Eddie Hearn trying to do and all this shit, you know, I read that the motherfucker is completely off. They not letting him fight. So, you know, that's a strike on him, man. That's a strike on him. It was like you say, I was looking forward to the fight. Damn sure it's gonna be exciting. We all know the history behind the fight, the daddies and shit. So now you got the sons fight. So, you know, and both of them was, you know, doing their thing. So it wasn't gonna be like it was gonna be no boring ass fight. It was a wanted fight. Conor Benn could have made his name. Like I was puzzled by him going up, making the goddamn fight. First of all, I think that's probably what got his ass caught up. You trying to go up and wait and go fight a motherfucker at a weight that you never fought at. So now you trying to put extra shit on top of extra shit. Should have stayed your ass at the welterweight division. So, you know, it's a strike on him, bro. He fucked up at a time where, you know, you got all the welterweights rising, right? You know, the welterweight is the hottest division still, right? Besides, you know, 135. But the welterweight division is like one of them prestige divisions, and your name was popping in the goddamn division. You was right there with the Boots and the Virgil Ortiz and the Rashidi Ellis. So you was growing your name at right there at 147 where you had big ass fights, but you just couldn't hold out. Look like Eddie Hearn couldn't hold out and just build your ass up until you get one of them big time fights and come on over to the US and try to make your name over here. So now you did some weird ass shit, and now you done got popped to where, you know, you got that red flag on your ass now. So, you know, he got to live with that shit, and going forward, right? People gonna be skeptical on getting in the ring with his ass. And now you got that dark cloud over your head to where only way you can get it off is you gotta win big fights and you gotta be clean. You gotta win big fights and you gotta be clean. You know, they say winning heals everything, it take away everything if you go out there and do what you gotta do. But now, are you gonna get the big fights? That's what it's gonna come down to. A motherfucker saying that you was a cheater and things of that nature, or you're gonna get the big fights and try to redeem yourself and shit like this. So, you know, he put himself in a fucked up position, man. He put himself in a fucked up position. Chris Eubank's father didn't want the fight to go on. He felt like his son was getting fucked up in the first place. Mentally wise, he felt like he went there. So, you know, shit work out in mysterious ways. So, you know, it probably was a blessing for Chris Eubank's ass. Who knows, bro? But, you know, that's my take on it.
Yeah, man. And before I pass the G5, man, I'm going to say one thing when I'm thinking about this whole situation. If you really think about it, ever since he really, you know what I'm saying, got on them roids and that shit got in his system and everything, this motherfucker all of a sudden, out of nowhere, got real confident. Remember, he went from, it's like, it was overnight. He went from, you know, I'm still building and you know, I'm still, and he ain't want no parts of Boots and, you know, none of them fighters. You know what I'm saying? He get on them motherfucking roids. He want Boots. He want Keith Thurman. He want all the top names. We see where that confidence was coming from.
That motherfucker's feeling good, Key.
Hey, motherfucker, that shit had him feeling like it's CB Sports TV. What's happening with it? I see you in the building. Swat Jones, what's happening with it? Hey, man, that motherfucker got Uppercuts Boxing Nation. What's good with it, Chris? Yeah, man.
Uppercut. What's going down, Uppercut?
Yeah.
Key, that motherfucker going 15 rounds this point. Just putting them out, bringing them in. Hey, shit's going
James
down.
Kelly, my man James Kelly in the building in that super chat. He says, find and suspend him and his whole corner. Man, I don't have no problem with that, James Kelly. And Sosa Bucks, man. I don't think you ever been on the panel. If you have, you must have changed your name. Turn your camera on in the background real quick before I can let you on.
I ain't never heard of goddamn Social Bucks.
Just hit the camera real quick, because you know what I'm saying. I can't let you on camera and you a troll and Dingalang get to swinging and shit on my camera. And then they shut my goddamn camera down. They shut my live down. Hey, they did that shit to Kyle. They did that shit to man, they did that shit to boxing section. My man Kyle. So like, we all watching this shit. Kyle he opened up the panel. Dingaling get to swinging and shit, man. And the only thing that stopped his channel from being shut down is he wasn't monetized. But if he was monetized, his shit would have got shut down.
Jeez.
So he was able to, get around that shit. But yeah, you ain't.
Yeah, man, them dangling swingers on the move, bro.
Yeah, bro. Motherfucker be doing weird shit like that. I think BFTV, man. I think BFTV had a motherfucker come on his shit, cut his camera on. He's sitting in the motherfucking. He's sitting up there butt naked and shit.
Key put that
this was years ago.
They put that Deshaun Watson crew. Key, they put that Deshaun Watson crew.
I'm dead serious, dog. Motherfucker was sitting up there butt naked and shit, dog.
Joshua pink on his head.
Key, they put that Deshaun Watson crew, Key.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Hey, man, let me read this super chat real quick, and then I'm gonna let my man G5 cook. Joshua Hawkins says Money Brown saying Charlo gonna fight Canelo in 2023. You think Plant gonna pull up on Big Charlo before that? Appreciate the channel, ETB. I appreciate you. Yeah, go ahead, Money.
Nope, not on Charlo, right? The thing is, when you look at the situation, Canelo been wanting to fight Charlo, right? So when you look at the little pattern, he was gonna fight Bivol, right? But he came back to Plant. So it's like when you get to 2023, I don't know if he go back to 175, but at 168 he probably feeling good, things of that nature. If not Bivol, if the fight happened with David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade, that'd be some big time shit. And I think Charlo go ahead and make his move to 168. I think he do have one fight at 160, probably defend his title. But then in 2023, I think he make his move to 68, and I think he get the Canelo fight. You know what I mean? That's the fight Canelo always wanted to fight. Jamal Charlo, he always respected Jamal Charlo. A lot of people go try to make it look like, he's fighting be the weak link, all this shit. But I don't know about Plant and Charlo, but Plant gonna be trying to make his name, man. He gonna beat the shit. I'm with Key. Go beat the shit out of the rail, and then he put himself back in position, right? He started going to try to fight to become a mandatory, then put himself back position for a big fight. So we'll see how it play out for him. But I don't think Plant leaving 168 no time soon. So it's gonna come down to all them boys fighting each other at 168. But we'll see how it play out.
Yeah. And G5, man. Real quick, man. You want to cook on the situation we were just talking about with Conor Benn. What's your thoughts on that situation?
Man, both of them niggas weird as hell. Both of them weird as shit. Like, first off, you got Salt Bay feeding this boy Eubank's hot meat off a plate. He opened his mouth like Trey Songz saying and shit. Then you got Conor Benn over here on this testosterone low T ass shit. Like, then you took the words out of my mouth. 1 minute you was just all humble as pie, and then next minute you just Hulkamania on us. I'm like, bruh, what is he on? What are he drinking? And we found out that he had some shit in his system. To me, it's unprofessional as fuck on both of them. You know what I'm saying? First of all, Conor Benn, you being all confident doing all this, but you already knew going into it you had this shit in your system. So that's the first thing. It's unprofessional. You agreed to the terms of the contract, you and Eubank, so both of y'all some hoes, because y'all should have honored the contract and respected the shit, because y'all agreed to it. Did nobody put no gun in y'all head? So I think both of y'all should have been Chris Eubanks. Oh, I just need to be 60%. Man, that's the wrong mindset to be going against anybody in any type of fight. That means you sleeping on your opponent. Boy, you better get 100% and go in there before you get your head cracked. You know what I'm saying? People dying in the ring, they want to come in there at 60%. What's wrong with these niggas, man? Real talk. So to me, I feel like they both weird. Like I did want to see the fight, but at the same time, it's like, man, folks, if you agree to terms to a contract, man, be grown, be a man and man up to it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody forced you to do it. So you pop dirt, that's on you. So then you got that strike against you. What you gonna do from going from here? Now, what you gonna do? You gonna sit over, waddle in like a little mark, or you gonna go fight and win, you know what I'm saying, and clear your name. That's all I got on it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kwame in the building. What's happening with it, man? What's your
good?
take on this real quick?
What's good with you, Key?
What's happening?
Chilling, man. Man, this shit crazy, man. I had a debate tonight about Virgil Ortiz and Conor Benn Jr. I woke up to this shit, knockout, told me we couldn't even debate about on the cheater no more. So I was never big.
My bad, knockout. I sure the fuck did.
Nah, I'm clowning in the chat, bro. Go ahead and cook.
You know what?
I'll go after him. I'll go after him.
I'm
You
looking
good.
at my screen, and my screen, you the last one. But
I'm clowning, bro. I'm clowning. I'm clowning. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead,
Kwame, my bad.
I'm listening, bro.
Oh, good. Yeah. So, like I said, man, this dude is a fucking cheater. I mean, how do you have like an infertility drug? I mean, this nigga's not. Is he a bitch or something? Is it more than after pill? I'm trying to figure out why a nigga would even swallow some shit like that unless he's trying to do some funny shit. And for what I saw with Conor Benn, it do answer a lot of questions because, before he was fighting tomato cans, he was looking decent, and then all of a sudden he just got this crazy knockout power. This cold, knocking niggas out cold. And now he ready to take on the Bootses and everybody else. But we know a lot of these bitch ass niggas from overseas across the pond, they known for cheating. These motherfuckers is known for taking shit all the time. From Tyson Fury, Dillian White, all these motherfuckers is known for taking shit over there. Billy Joe Saunders, all of them. So I mean, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. They was just trying to do a little dog and pony show with him and Eubank to get a payday. Because it seems like the UK is on that with the Amir Khan and Kell Brook. They're just trying to get these popular fights over there, not necessarily good fights, but fights with a story behind it, and that's cool. But I think Conor Benn knew sooner or later for him to make any real money or get on the scene, he was going to have to come over to the United States, and there was some killers over here in this weight class waiting on his ass. So he was just getting ready. He was just juicing himself to the fucking kills. So now, the way it is now, nobody gonna want to fight him, or they gonna want to do VADA. And of course, it was VADA who found it in his system. So who know how long he's been doing it? You know what I'm saying? But VADA be finding everything. So he don't gotta worry about me being a fan of his. He's a cheater. He didn't even get started, in his career, and he's fucking cheating. And he shamed his family's name, the legacy of his family's father's name, being a junior. So I ain't got nothing for him, man. He a fucking cheater, and that's it.
Okay. Let me see. We going to knockout.
Man, bro, that was well said. Look, bro, like not only was it was a fertility, like men can have fertility pills and shit like that they'll prescribe you, but he was taking a women's fertility pill, bro. He was taking a pill that was made for women, so that shit crazy, bro. Like you was cheating. So I echo everything that they said. As far as the fight still happening, Eddie Hearn talking about trying to file an injunction because he didn't test positive in UCOD, which is who the British Board of Boxing Control uses. So he's not suspended. They just prohibiting the fight, saying it wouldn't be good for boxing. So Eddie Hearn and the other promoter, Chris Eubank Jr.'s promoter, and both of the fighters, they all adamant that the fight's still gonna happen, bro. So we gotta wait till tomorrow because it's already late there in the UK. But they done filed an injunction to try to get the fight to still be able to go through. But as far as like should the fight happen or what I think of Conor Benn, man, I echo everybody's sentiments, bro. Like if you want to get like if Chris Eubank Jr. get in there and get his head knocked off his goddamn shoulder and go into a seizure in the ring or some shit to get hurt, like bro, like I don't think they should fight because they do cheating for sure. So I don't want to see no fighter. People die when they fight against clean fighters. Like you don't want to put nobody in there against a dude that's already trained like Conor Benn and he got the advantage of cheating and shit too. Like nah, bro, that fight shouldn't happen. But they are still trying to find a way to make that shit happen. We'll know by tomorrow though. And like Kwame said, I'm pissed off because it was fucking it was Conor Benn week this week on the goddamn channel. I had to change the whole shit around. Luckily, we still gonna have a debate and shit tonight. It's just gonna be another topic, but he fucked up a lot of shit, man. And like you, Key, and I'll pass it. I was interested in the fight more so because I wanted to see how good he is. Cause he, like y'all said, bro, he was walking through shit. He went in there and he did Samuel Vargas dirty, bro. He did Chris Algieri dirty. I'm like, damn, he done got explosive. He done got powerful and shit. He looking patient and he knocking dudes and starts them with one punch. Well, now we all know why this motherfucker run around here looking like a G.I. Joe and shit. Because he been cheating, been taking female pregnant pills and shit, bro. So, you know, he'll never come back from this, man, until he get a few clean tests. He got to go through VADA. The same people that popped him, he needs to go through them a few times, win a few big fights, test positive, and then he can, he can probably come back from this. Because at the end of the day, he popped dirty one time, and you can come back from that. But now you pop dirty 2, 3, 4 times, then your ass will label you a cheater forever. But if he can stay clean, win big fights, and still show that same promise that he showed while he was, apparently on the juice, then he can bounce back from it. But for this fight, I don't want to see this shit, bro, because I don't like seeing dirty fighters in the ring because they can get somebody killed, bro. And that's all I got, man.
Yeah, man. I agree. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I want to see. I want the fight to go on just because I want to see the fight. But I know that the fight shouldn't go on. Like, I'm against the fight going on, but I still want to see the fight, if that makes sense. But
yeah, and to clear up something for Kwame Conor Benn ain't a junior. That was Chris Eubank. That's a junior. Conor daddy named Nigel.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, OTB. I think it's on you, man. OTB.
Yeah, man. I ain't surprised when I seen this shit, y'all, because if you go back into his 8-round fights, his first 8-round fight, he got dropped. And then he started all of that bouncing shit. You understand? So basically, to me, that just looked like you was just, rather than fix a deficiency in the gym, you just gonna go dirty, and you understand, and shit where you lay and piss in the tall grass with the big dogs. You understand, man? You gonna piss in the tall grass, you know what I mean? You gotta run with the big dogs, man. And when you get to cheating and shit, then I don't know that his career gonna never come back from that. Like, so to me, I wasn't surprised when you really look at his fight style and you look at how much he depend on his legs, all that extra shit. When I seen the testosterone, I'm like, okay, he wanted to come in there juice. But what was fucked up to me the most was that Eubanks was talking about retiring if he lost. So just imagine, you understand, he go in there and lose a close fight, and now his confidence don't make it back. But 3 years later, it come out that Conor Benn was dirty. And this man and I already retired from this sport, and you understand, Lord knows what he would have went through behind closed doors, because I ain't over there. So
big facts, OTB and OTB, bro. He popped dirty, and the fight was gonna be a catchweight, and it was a rehydration clause, bro.
Yeah, type shit. Like, you just needed inch on top of inch until you ran for that touchdown. And what if you don't win? Now, what if you go out there and lose and you dirty? What does that say about your career? Like, yeah, I mean, that's a lose-lose situation. That's why, man, shit, stay away from that shit, man.
Yeah, man. Box talk, man. What's your assessment on this?
I was never high on the fight anyways. I didn't really care for the card itself. So for me, it doesn't really make a difference. I was gonna go watch Fundora this weekend anyway. I'm still gonna go watch Fundora this weekend anyways. I looked at the card. I thought the headliner didn't make any fucking sense. It's not for a belt. It's not for ranking. It's not specifically in a weight class. It's fucking 2 guys in 2 random ass weight classes meeting up because their dads fought. So I didn't care from the get go. And there's not one fight on that card that's a title fight. So I never really cared from the beginning. And yeah, I still, I guess, don't care. Conor Benn, I guess maybe I would like to see him fight later. Somebody from over here in the U.S. If he's clean. So, yeah, I don't know.
Damn, box talk. You wasn't fucking with Conor Benn and Chris Eubank?
I'm not fucking with any, bro. That's college. That's NCAA boxing. When they get over here, and they prove themselves over here with the big boys, then we'll see who makes the cut. But yeah, a lot of the time, man, Chris Eubank is a perfect example. He never came over here and won a belt or did anything. Or I think he had the IBO, right?
He had to, yeah.
Nah, he wouldn't. You remember, Roy Jones wanted to fight all them boys. They wouldn't come fight him though. You know what I'm saying?
about to fight, goddamn it.
Bad with him.
Boo boo.
He come over to. He telling Roy that he got to go over to the UK and fight him. Bitch, I'm the motherfucking A side. I'm that guy.
Yeah, man. Not big on any of those guys. No, anybody on that card. Not really. I'm not really paying attention to it. Meanwhile, PBC got a card over here, smaller card, not getting as much attention, but it's got 3 title fights on that card. So, yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was looking forward to it because shit, man. That's to me, it's a intriguing fight on paper. That shit hella intriguing. I want to know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? What's gonna go on?
maybe I'm a little biased too because I don't fuck with Eddie Hearn or DAZN. Everybody knows why. Everybody knows why. And yeah, so maybe that's why too. And then,
yeah.
I'll be on the same time. I'll be on the same time you on if I was you.
And then this dude has the nerve. This dude Eddie has the nerve.
Fuck them. Yeah, fuck Eddie Hearn and DAZN. Matter of fact.
This dude Eddie has the nerve to tweet. I think it was yesterday, the day before, that we're only a few days away from the fight of the year. I'm like, bro, you better not be talking about Conor Benn and Chris Eubank being the fight. Don't say that.
Boss gonna be on their ass, Keith. Boss ain't letting up. Because I was gonna say I can't just call. I can't call the UK the NCAA of boxing, right? I get what he's saying though. Like, to be real and 100%, you even heard Kell Brooks out his own mouth. Their style is way different than our style. You know what I'm saying? They got a way better style than us, but they still have fighters over there that can compete with fighters over here and shit. Like I say, Ryan Burnett. I was looking forward to Ryan Burnett against, like, that's my dog, man. I fuck with Ryan Burnett heavy. How his career ended up. But I get what he's saying though. But on the flip side, yeah, fuck DAZN, man. They took my man shit away, man. Fuck DAZN and fuck Eddie Hearn.
Hey, Box Talk gonna be on DAZN head like Fred be on goddamn Al Heyman PBC head.
Hell yeah, ain't letting up.
I hope they lose hella money, man.
Hey,
I hope they lose
Box Talk making a motherfucking video about Eddie Hearn every motherfucking album and shit. Hey, I be looking. I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to Fred, man. But I be looking at Fred shit sometime, man. His shit pop up, and I'll be like, this nigga Fred going on the whole motherfucking rant about Al Heyman every day, putting in all this work talking about Al Heyman. Al Heyman don't even know who the fuck you is.
I listen to Fred.
Al Heyman ain't thinking about your ass.
Yeah, I listened to Fred today. He dropped this little video and shit. Like, Fred, you got to stop it, bro. Like, you really got to stop it, bro. Like, you really have to stop it. That just went today. He just went too far, man. Like, Fred.
I ain't see that shit, but dog. Now Fred wanted the motherfucking age. Don't ever get Fred, man. He ain't gonna. He gonna be motherfucking Fred like the motherfucking the old ass dude, right? You whooped him way back in kindergarten and shit. 40 years later, this motherfucker Fred still mad and shit.
This nigga Fred say, man, I can listen to Al Heyman conversation whenever I want to. I'm like, Fred, you lost me now, man. God damn, Fred. That nigga say he can chime in on Al Heyman conversation whenever you want to. Nigga, what you CIA around this motherfucker?
Right. Like, come on, fuck, you got a goddamn a drone and out at the Al Heyman estates and shit.
Fred say everybody got the narrative on Errol Spence and Terence Crawford because they making thousands of dollars off of it. All right, it's okay. Go ahead, make your money, man. But we know, like, Fred, cut it out, bro. Enough is enough. God damn.
Hey, KQB and that motherfucking Fred.
I think Eddie's gonna do everything in his power to make the fight happen, though. Eddie Hearn being the weasel, the snake, the possum that he is. He's gonna make it work somehow, one way or another. Even if that means this shit ain't sanctioned, he's gonna make an exhibition out of it. He's gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that he cashes out on these guys.
Yeah, no. What's that boy
try
name?
To do something. You really that's real.
Dirt right side, send me my money, Dirt right side. Your man cheated, dog. Your man cheated. He fucked the fight up. I need my money, bro.
God damn, man.
You have money on it? Money?
Yeah, man, Dirt right side. We put a wager down on it. Yeah, we like to fight, man. Like I say, like he said, I know you don't, but you gotta understand, bro. Chris Eubank just a fighter, right? He ain't skillful. He ain't none of that shit. He's a fighter. Conor Benn is a fighter. He's not skillful. He ain't none of that shit. He's a fighter, bro. And those motherfuckers go going out, they would go fight. It's fucked up that he came out on that shit because it would have gave him a little edge. Like, that's the truth for real, because that shit help you out. That shit really do help you out. But besides that shit was gonna be they gonna try to fuck each other up inside that ring. Shit. So yeah, I was very intriguing, and I thought Chris Eubanks would have knocked his ass out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was looking at it. So I wanted to see it though, man. I wanted to see it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Do I want to see it now? Probably yes. Probably still yes. Like you said, it's not sanctioned. It ain't like it's for no title on the line. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, they going nowhere with the motherfucker. So shit, they put it on, you know what I'm saying? It's free. Shit, I still watch the motherfucker.
I think I'm gonna be stuck in the car with Kyle from the boxing section for a few hours because we're gonna head down to LA to watch the other card, and I know he's gonna watch it on his phone, so I know I'm gonna have no choice but to watch it. And motherfucker's gonna be sitting right next to me, so I hope Eubank wins, man. I'm pretty sure the fight's gonna happen, and I hope Eubank wins.
Who Fundora fight?
Ocampo?
Ocampo, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're gonna find out if Ocampo is a motherfucking bomb or he really can fight.
I think it should be an easy fight for Fundora.
Finally, we gonna find out.
Ocampo went back to Mexico, and knocked out 20 motherfuckers.
Motherfucker, for real, motherfucker got 38. He motherfucker 38-0 and shit. We don't know nobody on this resume but Errol Spence.
Hey, that motherfucker came back and was like, I ain't fighting nothing but a Mexican. Don't give me no more niggas. And they gave his ass Fundora.
If the UK to NCAA, then that motherfucker is JV down in Mexico. Because when they go to that motherfucker.
Teach say Conor is 26 years old. Why he need testosterone? Bro, ain't no motherfucking 26-year-old need that shit.
Yeah,
trust me.
Boy.
Did you guys look into that? Did you guys look into why that is what came up in his system?
Why? Because that's what they take, right? They take that because we take testosterone or roids. It basically it wipes out your sperm count.
Yeah, you take it after a cycle, pretty much.
Yeah. So they take it, and when you take it to testosterone or steroids, whatever steroids he's on, right? Whatever he's taking it, right? And then once he get off of it, his body's not producing no more. So basically, he ain't gonna be able to get the fuck up out of bed. He's gonna be fucked up. But on that, what he was taking, that fertility pill, I guess it makes it so like,
balance
it
out.
So his testosterone don't shoot straight down.
Right.
So
that's what I read too.
And that's why they have it banned, because they know that fighters or people who supplement taking that, they use that. And so they had, okay, well, you can't use neither one of them, because if you using this as a man, we know why you're using it.
Yeah.
We heard Chad Johnson say he used to take goddamn Viagra's before the game. Shit.
yeah, because that shit boosts your testosterone and shit.
Yeah, that shit boosts your testosterone level. It boosts your adrenaline. When you look at Conor Benn, goddamn it, fight style, that's why I kept saying, look at how he bounce in and out so much. Like, that shit is 70% of dependency on his legs. Like, that shit is all on his legs, and he knew he had to carry an extra 10 pounds.
Right.
He's a cheater, man. That's all.
Like,
Talk enough about that, my brother.
That shit ain't surprised me.
Damn, something wrong with my damn. Yeah. But man, we gonna switch over, and we gonna talk about this whole Errol Spence situation. But
let's talk about some real fights.
Man, hold on, man. My computer messing. Y'all give me one.
Okay, you got Michael Dempsey in the back, and there's somebody in the background.
Do I got who?
Michael Dempsey.
Yeah, I didn't know who that is.
That's my dog. That's my dog. Mike Good People.
Oh, okay. He cool. I didn't know if it was a troll. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I'm looking at the channel.
Okay. I got it. My bad, Mike. I didn't know if he was a troll. Like I said, man, I can't have no dang-a-lang swingers in here.
No worries, partner. Ain't none of that.
Yeah.
My bad with it, dog.
Mike, what's going down? Bro?
What's good, money?
Chill,
man. My motherfucking computer is froze up. I'm trying. Hold on, real quick, man.
Yeah, we'll hold it down till kick it back. Yeah, though. But Mike, you wanted to touch on what we was talking about with that situation?
No, I didn't have too much input for that. I'm excited to see the fight still. I know about what he was doing. I know about the cycling on using that to mask his usage, and then to balance out the rest of his hormones and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I don't really got too much input on that. I'm excited to get to this Bud Spence talk, man,
Oh
because
yeah.
I done did so
Hold
much
on.
research on contracts, all kind of stuff, just to get ready for this.
Yeah, we're gonna wait till Kenyon come back to to follow his lead on that. But yeah, man, Earl came out, he said what he said. Like I've been telling everybody, man, the shit was gonna take place. A lot of people they laugh, they joke, they said this, they said that. They believe what they want to believe, which is A-okay, right? You're a grown ass individual, you can believe what you want, but when the facts and shit come out, make sure you keep the same energy. And if you're a real man or you're a real woman, if you thought otherwise, then you apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see if people want to give, you know, Al Heyman and Steven Espinoza, their apology because motherfuckers was running them into the ground. You know what I'm saying? Running them into the ground. Motherfuckers blaming the suits left to right when they all first said, they want them not to negotiate in the public. Then they don't negotiate in the public. Now they want to negotiate in the public. Like, man, these motherfucking fans be fickle as hell. I don't know what they be wanting. But, like I say, Errol Spence just came out and said the fight is going to happen. We still got to get all the rest of the information. So it ain't Bash Bud or Bash, whomever represent him for us Bomac, but when everything come out and everything hit the fan, then motherfuckers gonna have to, they gonna have to apologize, man. That's all I want to see. If people go apologize, they just go try to move the goalpost and move to the left and move to the right, because it's just fucked up to where you believe one side and don't believe the other, and then you believe in motherfuckers they have nothing to do with the negotiation, nothing at all, right? Nothing at all. But you got the mans who working on the negotiations telling you that everything is still everything, and the ones that's working on the negotiation, they just get bamboozled and talked about and dogged out. Like, god damn, right?
I've
Because
never seen anybody that hated, bro, that isn't even
right,
like on the forefront of anything. Like he's behind the scenes. He don't do no interviews. He don't tweet. Like Al Heyman could be imaginary for all people know.
man,
Most
And
people don't
people
even
hate
know
the
that.
man.
I heard people call him a ghost.
That's just weird.
Okay, my bad, y'all. I couldn't see nobody comments for a while because my computer was messing up, but we back on. Yeah, man. Hey, it ain't what we wanted to hear exactly with the date and the venue and all that. But Errol Spence, he confirmed, yeah, he's fighting Terence Crawford next. Because ever since all that news came out about they're gonna have to postpone the fight and push it back, which I knew they were gonna have to do that because they ain't have time to promote it like they was supposed to be promoting the fight of this magnitude. Well, everybody know that Errol Spence came out today and he let everybody know, hey, that shit is still next. I'm still on Terence Crawford helmet. He not off the hook because why is everybody coming out talking about, oh man, he's scared? Errol Spence is trying to do everything that he can to make sure the fight don't happen. And where are all the motherfuckers that be up under my videos talking all of that shit when I do it live and you got a chance to come in here and talk the same shit that you do up under the comments? You motherfuckers won't click the link.
Hey, I hate that shit, boy.
You
I
don't
got
want
a million of them on my
You
Clarissa
got-
Shields video, boy. I got the whole UK on that motherfucker.
Bro, you got all that shit to say in the comments, and then I'm going live. You don't want to click the link. So for everybody that's talking all that bullshit, that they have half a brain. They can't use common sense because, like I always say, like I said in my video, it's as simple as thinking, well, would this fight even be talked about if it wasn't for Errol Spence? Because Terence Crawford ain't the mandatory. Last time I checked, Terence Crawford not the mandatory to none of EJ's belts, right? Terence Crawford don't have a promotional company. Terence don't have nobody backing him but himself and his team. So how is this fight in negotiations if Errol Spence don't want to fight? If Errol Spence was doing everything that he can to make sure that his team don't make the fight, how the fuck is the fight in negotiations? Make it make sense. Because wouldn't Errol Spence have to go to Al Heyman and his team and tell them, this is who I want? Because this is a voluntary defense for the WBC. the IBF and the WBA. Like I said, it's not a mandatory, so it's not like that Terence Crawford is forcing anything. Actually, Errol Spence is forcing his team to make the fight. He's doing the exact opposite of what all y'all fuck ass niggas is accusing him of doing. He's doing the opposite of that. He's pushing for the fight, telling them to make the fight, doing exactly what he said he was gonna do after he whooped on Ugas. After he snatched Ugas' eyeball out of his motherfucking head, right, and gave it to him and said, "Here, you can have it back. I'm done with it." After he did that, what he say? I'm going straight after Terence Crawford, and I'm taking all them motherfucking belts. And you got Letitia Crawford, you know, of course, that's her brother. She's gonna rep for her brother. She was on Twitter talking all type of shit, talking about Errol Spence, he's scared and running and hiding and ducking, right? You got Keyshawn Davis, you know, Keyshawn Davis, like I said, he got a big ass mouth. He always running his mouth, but he needs to focus on backing up all that talking that he doing because he's still a prospect. And very soon they're gonna step up his competition. And so he gonna have to be able to show out. And I like Keyshawn Davis, he can fight, but he gonna have to back up all that shit that he be talking. You dig what I'm saying? Because he talk a lot. And Errol Spence let him know, basically, you know what I'm saying, you doing all that motherfucking talking. Hey, I'm gonna put Terence Crawford in the dirt. All you doing is making it worse for Crawford. All you motherfuckers that's doing all that talking on Twitter, talking about I'm hiding and I'm scared, I'm using that as fuel to my fire. And I'm putting that boy in the dirt. And the reason I like hearing that shit from EJ, because it let me know, hey, that he's still very focused and he gonna make sure to do exactly what he said he gonna do. And up to this point, he ain't really never said something that he didn't do. He ain't really never said something that he didn't do. So that shit got me fired up because, man, like I said, y'all not getting the Errol Spence that got in the ring with Sean Porter. Y'all not getting the Errol Spence that got in the ring with Danny Garcia. Y'all not getting the Errol Spence that got in the ring with Mikey Garcia. Y'all getting that nigga with the shag. The nigga that put Leonard Bundu head through the ropes and had this shit dangling like he was waiting to get kicked with a 619 from Rey Mysterio. That's the nigga with the shag. That's who y'all getting. Y'all got a little glimpse of the nigga with the shag is back when he fought Ugas. Right? Y'all got a little glimpse. Yeah, that was I say, you know what I'm saying, 85% of the nigga with the shag. Come fight night when he step in the ring with Crawford, y'all getting 100% of the nigga with the shag, and you ain't seen him probably since he stopped goddamn Ocampo. Probably since he stopped Ocampo, you ain't seen him all the way 100%. So yeah, Bud Crawford, he hearing all that, he seeing all of that, and he like, goddamn, you know what? I need to see where the money coming from. You feel me? Because y'all just can't tell me, okay, yeah, I'm getting 15 million, and I'm just throwing the number out, so don't run with this shit. Yeah, I'm getting 15 million guaranteed. That shit sound good, but I need to know where the 15 million coming from. Y'all giving me 15 million guaranteed. I need to know where all that shit coming from. You know what? I need Al Hammond to do something he ain't never done before. I need him to open up them motherfucking books and tell me where everything is coming from before I get in the ring with this nigga with the shag. You know what I'm saying? Hey, well, Terence, what about when you said that if you were Errol Spence, that it wouldn't be about the money, that you would take less money because you know that you can whoop Errol Spence. You don't care how much money you getting. It's just that's because you know that you that much better than him. Now, he seen that little motherfucking shag growing out in the back. He said, oh shit, this nigga back. Yeah, open up them motherfucking books. I thought you just said that you didn't care about the money. It wasn't about the money. You didn't care how much you were getting because you knew you could whoop his ass. But nah, I take that shit back. I was talking about that nigga that was not the nigga with the shag. I was talking about the nigga with the bottle. I wasn't talking about the nigga with the shag. I was talking about the nigga that with the motherfucking Hennessy bottle. The goddamn, That was the nigga I was talking about. The nigga that was drinking the goddamn the extra Anejo Patron. Not the nigga with the shag. But yeah, you got the nigga with the shag now. And he need them to show where all the funds is coming back. You know what I'm saying? T-Bibbs, if you want some smoke, the motherfucking, hey, all you got to do is say yes. All you got to do is say yes if you want to smoke, T-Bibbs. Yeah, he said the hair matter. Yeah. Didn't the hair matter to Samson? All right, then. Hey, but money, man. Why we waiting on T-Bibbs to hit the goddamn link? I mean, or to say yes. Why we waiting on T-Bibbs to say yes? You know, I don't think he want none of this smoke today. Money, you go ahead and go.
Let somebody else
Daryl,
go.
hold on,
Let somebody
Daryl
else
Deloach in the building. What's happening with it, Daryl?
Let somebody else go real fast. I'm talking to my little sister.
Okay. Tell your sister that the nigga with the shag is back. Let me see who in order, so I don't skip nobody this time. Okay, OTB, what's happening with it?
What up, brother? Yeah, man. I just hope that the transparency was to ensure a return on the investment to his investors that he had. You know, we done seen him with the likes of Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson. Yeah, I mean, so I'm pretty sure that he had some investors that allow him to ask for, just to make sure that they gonna have a return on their investment if they investing in this happening. Now, if that wasn't the case, then yeah, I mean, I can't really see grounds that would allow you to ask for that. But based on the fact that, yeah, I mean, I'm to believe that he do have investors, then yeah, I can understand them wanting to see a return on the investment. Yeah, I could understand them wanting to see, hey, if it ain't no upfront money and all ours coming out of one pot, then we want to see, yeah, I mean, what's being spent before we get to the end of the rainbow. You understand? Don't just get me to the end of the rainbow and tell me that the 31 letters of the alphabet was A and Z. You feel me? I want to know how we got here. So if that's the case, then I can understand that. You know what I mean? But if not, then I don't know. I'm puzzled by that.
Well, let me say this, right? Let me say this real quick, OTB, right?
I'm back, 2K. I'm back.
Okay, and I'm gonna give it to you. But let me say this real quick, OTB, right? If they, and like I said, I'm just throwing the number out. I don't know how much they guarantee paying Terence Crawford. And somebody got a lot of noise in the background, but I don't know how much they guarantee him paying Terence Crawford, but let's just say 15 million, right? Let's just say they guarantee him 15 million, right? Well, if Al Heyman and PBC and Showtime or Fox or whoever the fuck gonna be putting this fight on, right? They tell him that they're giving him 15 million. It's in the contract that they're giving him 15 million. Bro, you either motherfucking agree to this shit or no. That's it. That's all. You say yes, and sign the contract. I agree to it. Now, if in turn they don't pay you what you signed for, now you got a big ass lawsuit and you're gonna get more money out of them in the long run than that, right? So when all these fighters sign, they don't say, okay, we need to see where all the money is coming from. They agree to what they getting offered to be paid, or they turn it down. So it's as simple as you either agree to what they saying they're gonna pay you, or turn it down. That's it. You don't need to know where the fucking bread coming from. That ain't none of your goddamn business. It really ain't, because you have an option once again to say yes or say no. And if you say yes and they put an amount on the table that they're supposed to pay you, well, they're obligated to pay you every motherfucking cent of what they put in contract to pay you. Or, hey, you gonna take them to court and you gonna sue the fuck out of their ass.
Right.
Simple as that. But money.
Yeah, that's
go ahead and go, man.
120%, man. But now that EJ came out and said the fight gonna happen, and that's what it's looking like. He's been saying that, right? And that's why, like I said, that's why he came out his mouth and said he wanted to see Terence Crawford say the shit that everybody else, you know what I'm saying, was saying, because he's not believing what other people say. He don't believe that shit. So especially when you the one in the negotiations and you hearing, things going back and forth, and you hearing where y'all at with the situation, right? So it's like, okay, let me hear Bud say this shit out his own mouth. That way I can go back here and say this and say that. So, it's like to the point where, like you said, kid, you know exactly what the fuck you getting, bro. This shit, like, people start being brand new and all that shit. We ain't never heard a fighter say, I want you to open up the books and I want to see where the money is coming from and things of that nature, bro. Because it's like you not going out here picking up investors here and there and there. I've never seen a fighter come to the table talking about, well, I got my investor just gonna invest this and going to invest that, unless you really out there doing that type of shit. In terms of Crawford ain't never did that shit, came to the table with no investors ever.
Money, real quick. I think he wants some attention, right? So let me give him his attention that he wants real quick, right? Then let me let him know what to do with it. Okay. Alonzo Mason, right? He says Chocolatito versus Estrada trilogy is coming up, and Zorro versus Bivol. Why these YouTube channels never talk about important fights that are actually happening? We know Wilder fight gonna be garbage. Well, let me let you know something, dog. Okay, let me tell you what you need to do. Okay, you need to go ahead, go on YouTube, create you a motherfucking channel, right? And then you have free reign to talk about what you want to talk about, create you a schedule, and just talk about whatever you want to talk about every day. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. So go ahead and do that, right? And until then, I'm gonna talk about what the fuck I want to talk about on my channel. Until then. So when I get ready to talk about Chocolatito and Estrada, when that fight come around, I get ready to talk about, I'm gonna talk about that shit. When I get ready to talk about Zorro Ramirez versus Bivol, I'm gonna talk about it. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you want to talk about it right now, today, if that's what you want to put on your schedule, make your channel and then talk about it. And then I'm gonna come in there and I'll support you, but I ain't gonna come in there and tell you what to talk about, when to talk about it. That's it. And we can move on. I got you, knockout. And like I said, that's it, man.
And then let me say this, Key. I'm looking at ESPN news right now, and they talking about Barrett finalized title. They talking about Shield Marshall. They talking about IBA allows return to Russians. Ben failed drug test. WBC champ Figueroa facing DWI. Cordina injury hand. And Spence Crawford at risk. So they not even talking about what the fuck you talking about. So why are you talking about why is YouTube channels doing this and doing that? Y'all cut it out with the bullshit, man. And
I'm definitely gonna talk about them fights because those are some hell of a fights that he put up. But Wilder fight ain't gonna be garbage. I don't agree with that shit. But those fights that he put up, of course we're gonna talk about them fights, but we ain't talking about them right now.
Right now. Exactly, bro.
We're talking about what we want to talk about when we want to talk about it.
Exactly. So back to what I was saying, bro. Terence Crawford never, ever brought an investor to a motherfucking table, bro. And I don't think he's starting now, bro. He's not starting now. Like Keon said, you go right there. Your money is right there in the contract. You see what you're negotiating for, bro. You see it. You know what I'm saying? Once you sign on the dotted line, and whatever it's 35% or 40%, whatever that is, all you got to do is sit back and wait to see what everything generates. You can't go out there and just say, well, if I agree to this, then let's see what's coming from her. I want to try to calculate my money up before the money. You don't know what it's gonna be, bro. You know what I'm saying? They can put a estimation on how many pay-per-views gonna be bought, right? If Boss Talk say, you know what, I project upwards to 450,000 pay-per-view buys, and then that motherfucker turn out to be 325,000 pay-per-view buys. What you gonna do? You go try to sue us or some shit? You gonna say, oh well, you told us it was 450,000, so that means you missed out on, like, nah, man, you can't do that shit. It's projection. You go out there, you add a number up of what you think it's gonna be, right? And they go off of that, bro. But if you got a percentage of it, then you know you got a percentage of everything that's coming in. So that's why I don't look at Turnbull Crawford as the most business savvy man, and the people that ride for Turnbull Crawford know he ain't the most fucking business savvy man because of how his fucking career went. You know what I mean? So when we look at the situation, bro, negotiate for a fucking nice percentage. You're going to get money up front. That's why I can't wait to see him get money up front. I can't wait to say Terence Boy Crawford receive X amount of dollars up front, bro? Because I never seen any fucking fighter in a pay-per-view bout, especially one of this magnitude, as Floyd Mayweather would say, when it's a fight of this magnitude, not receive a fucking dime up front. You got to be fucking delusional and just downright stupid to receive no money up front, especially with Terence Crawford with 3 fucking trainers, 173 children, right? And county, you understand? With Uncle Sam down your motherfucking back, you not accepting nothing up front. Like, come on, bro, that just don't make no sense. But now he just, he spoke. I mean, half the people go believe what he said. We already know how this shit go. So, we can wait to see those type of videos come out to where, okay, well, Errol Spence said this, he been said this. We haven't seen no contract signed, so they go try to come back with the tit for tat shit. So he's saying they fighting. So did he sign the contract? How do you know they fight? How do you know this? So I'm already ready for that type of shit. But the man say the fight is happening. I take him for his word. I take Stephen Espinoza for his word. I believe Stephen Espinoza and Al Heyman is doing everything they could possibly do to make this fight take place. You know what I mean? Errol Spence is on his shit. We see the way he's talking to Keyshawn Davis, right? The man is not playing. Of course, Terence Boy Crawford is on his shit, right? And it's gonna make for one hell of a fight, bro. So, like I said, man, I'm sticking to my words until I see Errol Spence in the ring with somebody else or Terence Crawford in the ring with somebody else. This fight is taking place. I'm not bringing up no Jerron Boots Ennis. I'm not bringing up no Virgil Ortiz, no Keith Thurman, nobody else. Both of these dudes want each other, and they gonna do what they gotta do to make this fight happen. It's not me trying to throw Terence Crawford under the bus or nothing like that, because I understand the tactics of negotiations. And one thing I continue to say is they are negotiating. Period. They're negotiating. Terence Boy Crawford ain't agreed to shit. He ain't got nothing on the table right now. He ain't signed nothing. You know what I'm saying? So by him not agreeing to nothing, which is a great fucking thing on his behalf, then you can always go out there and add things in to negotiate with to make sure you get extra dollars. And for sure, he's getting money up front. So, when all the news come out, man, we all see what happened. But I do believe wholeheartedly that this fight will take place. Will it happen in November or December? I believe so. You know what I'm saying? I'm still banking on November. But we'll see the date, when they sign, seal, and deliver everything.
Yeah, fight ain't happening in November. Money, like, fuck that. It's happening
Now,
in
I
November.
feel you. It can happen in December. I feel you on that. Like, I ain't starting on it, but
I don't think it's gonna happen
yeah.
this year at all.
I got
Nah,
a great question for my dog. You know what I'm saying? The big stepper and
I
also
think
OTB.
it's happening this year, though, Key. I'm gonna stick to that one, though.
All right, so at what date do I get to collect this money for this fight not happening?
Man, I ain't hearing that shit. I got you whenever
I'm just trying to
the
figure out
shit
the
don't
date.
happen, bro. You tell me.
I think the fight is gonna be more towards January, February.
Yeah, I think it's January, February too. And they already then we looking at Charlo
April.
to start off the year. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you go ahead and get Spence in there after that Charlo fight?
Say April, nigga. If April come up and the fight ain't happen, that's a good date. that's a good time to start talking about that money.
Yeah, man. Man, let me get it to OTB.
Man, I already went. It's on somebody else. I went already.
Okay.
Yeah, I went.
Let me see who next. Let me see who next up here, because this shit order got is Kwame. It's on you.
What's popping? Yeah, I agree with a lot of what Monty said. I believe the fight definitely is going to happen. But I think this just goes back to show a pattern of consistency, and it's a story of patterns with both sides. We consistently see Errol Spence go through a lot of stuff and just be quiet, just grind and fight. And we consistently have seen Terence Crawford always come out with some type of narrative, whether it's through himself, Bernie, or whoever is in his team. And they're the ones who came out with this whole thing about he signed this signed a contract or whatever it was he said previously. Now he went and told Blue Blood, something or whatever the case may be. And, none of it makes sense. And we're starting to see, again, this pattern of why is this team saying anything about anything during negotiations, for the public? Because the narrative is coming from them. And to be quite honest, to me, it just kind of makes it look stupid anyway, because if you have someone negotiating for you in the biggest fight in the entire sport, and you're willing to take something where there's no guaranteed money, I don't know if that's something you should be bragging about to the public. Or trying to, constantly trying to make Errol Spence look like he's scared of you. Because, I mean, both you guys are fighters, both you guys are boxers. So I don't know about the whole someone being scared of the other party. So just a story of consistency that I see where one person is constantly just talking about narratives, and the other person just keeping his head low and grinding. I'm just ready to see these two guys fight so we can talk about what's going on, what's like the outcome of the fight, and what's going to happen. But just kind of based on everything I see, I just become a lot more confident about the results of the fight, because one side to me is standing on truth and one side is standing on narrative, and none of that shit is going to show up. All that this person's scared, all that shit, that's not going to be in the ring. So if you get in the ring thinking that this other person on the other side of the ring is scared of you, you might have a real short night. So I'm just ready to see the guys fight at the end of the day. None of this stuff I really haven't paid too much attention to, at all, because none of it really makes sense. And I don't understand why Terence Crawford hasn't asked Bob Arum to open his books. When Bob Arum said that he was losing all his money on Terence Crawford, and people were coming forward and saying Terence Crawford can't be losing the money because he's getting all these high guaranteed purses, right? And what Bob Arum said, we can see clearly has affected him from a business standpoint after he left Top Rank. Well, if that was slander, why didn't he ask Bob Arum to open his books? But I know why he's asking Al Heyman to open his book, because Team Crawford has a pattern of not wanting to be in second place when it comes to dealing with other black people. And they feel as if because Al Heyman is black, they could go to Al Heyman and say, well, open up your books. Well, let's see this or let's see that. When Bob Arum said all that shit to them, they was talking about he was a gentleman and all this other stuff. So I just got to call a spade a spade with this. Just shut up and make the fucking fight. Negotiate the fight. Be quiet. Negotiate the fight. And stand up and just be ready to stand on everything you said and come out with the outcome that you said you was going to have.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I agree. Box talk, man. What was your thoughts when you seen Errol Spence come out today and tell everybody that the fight is happening next, and he gonna put that boy in the dirt?
He didn't necessarily say that though. He didn't confirm. I didn't see a date. I didn't see an opponent. He just said the shit is happening next. So yeah, I'm assuming the same thing everybody else is assuming.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. I mean,
yeah, we know what he's talking about, or we're assuming what he's talking about. I don't think he's gonna fake us out like that. I think he's gonna give us the fight that we want. I think it's the fight we're all thinking about. But I think he chose his words carefully too, because unfortunately the guy across from him seems to be difficult to deal with. As far as behind the scenes, business wise, they move different as far as getting business done. And Terence Crawford likes to maybe talk a little more. I think it was somebody said it earlier, maybe Kwame or somebody said it earlier, where the other guy's over here just keeping his head down, doing his job, collecting these belts one by one, fighting tough fighters, champions, taking their shit, and now he's got one guy left, and all this other shit, the duck talk and all this other stuff doesn't make sense, man. He's gonna collect all these belts just to not get that last one from that one guy? Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, man. Hey, my man Eric Johnson said Bud, Bo Mac, and Bernie energy change. All of a sudden, EJ can make adjustments. He is a special fighter. Yeah, they changed up big time. Yeah, they know. They know. Let me butter him up and shit. Cause let me stop calling that nigga a drunk, because we know that nigga with the shag is coming. They know. And real talk, they know.
Can I get in on this though, man?
Hey, I caught that from Bernie too, y'all. Bernie,
Yo,
we know that guy, man. We know he's a machine. You know, we know he could continue to come forward. We know that guy. That guy's he's a bad man, man. He's bad, man. He's bad. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, it's time now.
Before he was a drunk, he wasn't shit. He wasn't gonna last more than 5 rounds. All that shit. But man, let me pass it to my man Michael Demps. What's your what was your take when you seen that today?
My take is going always remain the same no matter what channel I'm at. Before I start that though, I want to say appreciate you for having me on your channel. And I love the channel, man. Money put me on ever since then. I'll be tuning in, man. And so I appreciate you for having us up here. And then second thing I want to say before I start, all the stuff I'm addressing, I don't necessarily believe, but I'm just going to address it as if the rumors that we receive from ESPN is true. So I just want to put that out there. I seen the tweets, and it shows exactly what's been happening. Like the other great brother said about patterns. ESPN, Mike Cap came out and said the first time that Terence Crawford agreed to all material terms, right? A couple days later, contradicts himself by saying, by putting out an article on ESPN.com for everybody that's asking where people keep getting this information from. ESPN.com, Mike put out an article that said, the fight is being held up because Terence Bud Crawford wants approval of expenses. I don't think him wanting transparency is the issue. Approval of expenses with his alleged ties that are going on is what is causing the issue. For people that understand how these boxing contracts work, if Terence Bud Crawford is getting no guarantee 35% of the net revenue, that means like he won't see any of the money or even know what he's making till the numbers come back after the fight. So he can look at the books all day and he can like looking at the books and getting transparency won't do nothing for him unless he has approval of expenses, which is what that article was stating. Then he can kind of manage how much money he's going to get on the back end. If that kind of makes sense. So I think everything that's coming out of Bud's team is all a PR run to sell the fight. Yeah, hold on. Because if those rumors are true, then the only way that he can ensure that he gets more money on the back end is by promoting the fight, because pay-per-view sales is what he's making his money off of. So I think his team and everybody running around spreading the rumors are just doing a PR run. All PR is good PR. If you know about that, it don't matter if he's lying, no matter if he's something bad comes out about him, people are talking about him. We're talking about him right now. And so I think that's all that is. Earl's quiet, as he always is. He's gonna show up and fight if the fight is made. None really new there. So that's kind of how I feel about it.
Okay. So what your take is you think that basically, because I don't really know because see, one thing, we don't really know what percentage they get. You know what I'm saying? We've heard numbers. We don't know if they getting a guarantee or if they not getting a guarantee, if they getting all their money off of pay-per-view back end. We've heard they not getting no back end. We've heard too many stories. So honestly, I don't know how he getting paid. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they doing it. But what you saying is you believe that they're doing it off of however many pay-per-views they sell. That's all back end money.
Yeah, so just to clarify, I don't believe any of those rumors that came out from ESPN, because ESPN are not involved with the negotiations. They got that report from Bernie. Their source is Bernie. He used the same terminology, same everything in another video that's on YouTube. Right. But I'm saying if that is true, what 35% of the net revenue means, Earl's going to get paid, Bud's going to get paid, and the promoter's going to get paid of the money that the fight makes after all the expenses are taken out. That's coming from the pay-per-view sales. And so that's why when I hear a lot of the Bud fans or a lot of these other people that are coming out with these and they're talking about the fight, what they're saying doesn't make sense. Because if Bud just wanted transparency, that's not going to do anything for him. In terms of if the contract is what ESPN reported. No.
Right. I want to know, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna pass it to my man's Kyle, and then we're gonna let Knockout cook. I want to know, how the fuck is ESPN reporting all this shit? And ESPN really don't have nothing to do with Showtime and PBC fighters, or they, you know what I'm saying, or the promoters or their networks. Like you said, it's like they getting this shit all from Terence Crawford's camp. That's what that shit is they taking shit that they hear from Crawford's camp and they running with it, because who over at ESPN reports or fucks with anybody from PBC or Showtime? They don't.
They want to put them motherfuckers on their list.
Who they build a relationship with, though, Key, so they can go over there and, you know what I'm saying, get that bullshit. They built the, you know, because by Bomac now being over there, you know, they built a relationship with them, so now they can leak that bullshit out there, just like they leaked that bullshit to Blue.
That's what I'm saying. They have a relationship with Terence Crawford's camp. You feel me? They don't have no relationship with anybody on the PBC or Showtime side.
Well, we knew it was about narrative when he told Fight Hype, don't ask me about the question. I mean, don't ask me about the fight. And then you got shit to tell Blue to say about the fight. Like, shit, these two interviews were simultaneously. Like, they seen him, Fight Hype seen him at the Shakur Stevenson fight.
And if you notice, you don't hear ESPN talking about nothing else that gotta do with, you know, PBC and Showtime and you know, shit that's going on with them. But like I said, I'm gonna pass it to Kyle real quick.
Well, guys, I've been saying this for a long time. I've been on the island by myself, and I'm slowly getting a lot of y'all to get on the island with me, to know that this fight ain't finna fucking happen this year. And the thing about it is, man, it's so many hurdles and hoops that they're trying to put the fans through. You know, at the end of the day, bro, it's like, you know, y'all don't care about the fans. Y'all don't care about the fans' dollars, because at the end of the day, they're not putting us in a position to even buy the damn fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we putting everything on hold. We can't even take a vacation because we think this fight finna happen. Or, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, y'all putting the fans in a bad situation. And I'm gonna say this, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the negotiating room, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. So I'm not gonna speculate. But I do know Michael Carpenter always talking out his ass. So it's rarely I believe anything he says. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like his shoes. And I don't like his suit coats either. You know what I'm saying? And so he can't be trusted any fucking way. But let me tell you, this is what I'll say about that fight. If it happens, it's gonna be a great fight. If it doesn't happen, at this point in my life, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten to the point now where I really don't care. You know, because I've been telling y'all for the longest that I don't care either way. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't care about the fans. They're not even allowing us. They keep saying November 19th, then something else happened. It's like, damn, hold on, man. Like, I know people right now that have paid for flights in hotels, all the shit for this fight, and that money could have went towards a bill. It could have went towards anything. That's what I'm saying. This is why the frustration is so has built up in me, is because I have never even seen this much. When we talk about a fight, right? We've never even been in the room this much with any other fight. Why do we have all this information about this fight, guys? You know what I'm saying? Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Why do we know about all the negotiations in this fight? We didn't know nothing about Tank versus Leo Santa Cruz. We didn't really know about Canelo and Plant. They dropped like one thing about that fight and said fuck it. Why do we know so much about
Crawford team? That I mean, that's your answer. They work.
And
You
not
got
let
both
the
Yo,
that,
types of
that
fuckery.
work with ESPN. I mean, that's, you know what I'm saying? He worked with ESPN. ESPN is the one that's putting
Yeah,
out
man.
all this information, all this false ass shit. You know, from Crawford team, you ain't heard nobody from Errol Spence team say a goddamn thing.
that's facts. Like if you look back to even after Spence called out Terence Crawford, right? PBC, Showtime, nor anybody from Spence teams ever brought up negotiations once.
Yeah.
That all came from ESPN, came from Mike, came from Bernie, came from Bud's team. So
And
literally nobody involved with the actual negotiations. Even Bud himself has ever came out and said anything about 35%, no guarantee, none of that. We haven't heard it from the horse's mouth, but yet people are taking it as face value. That's where all the confusion comes from.
And this is what I'll say. This is what I've been saying. Until they have a press conference and all that, I don't care about this fight, bro. I'm not talking about this fight. I don't want to hear about it. Listen, I ended my live stream. Not only because you was live, but because I was sick of these dudes kept trying to bring up Terence Crawford and Errol Spence. I don't want to talk about it. So I ended the live stream anyway. I'm like, man, forget. I'm going to Keyshawn show anyway. That's why I had asked you for the link. I said, I'm going over there anyway. But before I go, I'm gonna let y'all know that I don't care about this fight until it happens.
Yeah. Let me get to knockout, cause and my bad, Big Dog Willie in the building. Hashtag Congo, hashtag TWT. He says Spence KO's Bud because he's being trained by Con. Facts. That sounds like a fact to me.
Big facts.
Sounds like a fact to me. Knockout, man.
Man, look, bro. Like, first starting off with that report, like, I guess you can't teach stupid or something. Like, so here's the thing. First, the whole no guaranteed person shit. So what people are asking me to believe is that the PBC, who came into existence in 2015, every fight they've ever done, they've offered fighters guaranteed purses. But this is gonna be the first fight where they offering somebody no guaranteed purse. Then on top of that, Terence Bud Crawford, who re-signed his deal in 2018 to ESPN. One of his major things that he always wanted was upfront guaranteed money. So a guy who hung his hat on being the highest paid guaranteed purse person in the welterweight division, he made the most upfront, $4 million a fight, and then $6 million a fight, Sean Porter. Now all of a sudden he too is willing to agree to a deal where there's no upfront money, where there's no guaranteed purse. So what I'm supposed to believe, I believe the Cappinger report, is that a company that's never offered a fight deal with no guaranteed money is now offering a fight deal with no guaranteed money, and a fighter who's always wanted guaranteed money up front now doesn't care whether or not he gets guaranteed money. That shit just sounds stupid. Like, it don't make no sense whatsoever. And then the whole expenses thing, I'm with money and everybody else, bro, you fight. Like, ain't no way in hell you get to tell somebody how much they can spend on this, how much they can spend on that if you ain't putting no money up. If Money having a party for one of his nieces and nephews right now, and he invite me to the party and he paying for the goddamn cake, he paying for the fucking balloons, he paying for the bouncy house, he paying for all that shit, what I look like showing up to the party and trying to tell him that he spent too much money on the goddamn bouncy house? You just show up and you do your job and you fight and you get paid, bro. But the whole thing is capped because the PBC don't offer deals like that. The only deal I can think of that was like that in a pay-per-view fight was a net revenue deal that Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev did. It's the only one I can think of, and that was a completely different contract, bro. I mean, a completely different company. So the whole report is all cap. It's all lies, bro. And if you can't see that shit, you just stupid, in my opinion. Now, as far as what Errol Spence has tweeted, bro, like, I hope that it's right. I know that that's what he wants. I know that's what he's guaranteeing the fans, but it's going to take two of them, bro. And at every single turn, every time I turn around, it's some more shit that Terence Bud Crawford need. Like, just think of the shit coming from their side in the last 2 months. First, it was a live stream about why Bud can't get 50-50. Then it was a live stream about we agreed to 35%. Then it was another live stream about, oh man, like, why can't he see the books? Why we just want transparency. What are they hiding? What are they hiding? Now it's, well, I know Spence wants to fight again, just like Bud wants to fight. Like, bro, if they don't just like get the hell out of here, bro, they keep throwing up these roadblocks and won't nobody call the shit out, bro. And it's getting nauseating. It's getting frustrating because I just want to see the fight, bro. I just want to see the fight. And so I hope Earl is right. I know he mean that. I know he's still hoping that the fight happens because maybe he knows some shit that we don't know. But it's gonna take both of them, bro. And it seems like on one side they keep finding every single excuse as to why some shit ain't gonna pop off. Like it's the same shit that I was saying when it was Jaime Munguia and Jamal Charlo, when it was Ryan Garcia and fucking Tank Davis, bro. And when you ask for some shit that you know nobody's gonna agree to, then I gotta question whether or not you really want the fight, bro. And that is exactly what Bud Crawford is doing right now, bro. He is asking for some shit that you know the PBC and Al Heyman gonna be like, man, hell no, what you talking about? You know they're not gonna agree to it. So I can't help but question, bro, are you sabotaging shit? Are you trying to sabotage the negotiations by doing this shit? Do you really want the fight? These questions can't help but come in my head because I'm looking at a fighter ask for some shit that he don't even have the right to be asking for. Like the only person or the only people you might get that excuse to in boxing will probably be Anthony Joshua and probably be Canelo Alvarez. Those are really the only two people that if they ask for some shit, you'd be like, man, shit, if you want to get Canelo over there, you might need to let him know what that shit looking like. Cause he do bring a whole lot of shit.
And now don't forget Jake Paul, brother. Please.
Man, I ain't
Jake
talking
Paul.
no goddamn Jake Paul. You keep going Jake Paul on me, bro. You in box talk, y'all cut that shit out. But anyway, that's my take on it, bro. Like I think it's a bunch of bullshit. The report is bullshit. Like ain't nobody. The PBC ain't offering this man no fight where it ain't no purse. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna be willing to take no fight where it ain't. So he's waiting for the most dangerous, most competitive, most difficult fight of his career, and that's gonna be the one where he like, nah, I don't need no upfront money. Man, if y'all don't get all the way the fuck out of here, bro. Just stop, bro. Just stop with all the capping and lying and shit, bro. Because it's upsetting and it's frustrating. And I just hope we get to see. At this point, I was with money. I was like, man, we're gonna get the fight this year. We're gonna get the fight this year. Now I'm just to the point, man. I just hope we get the goddamn fight, bro. I just hope we get the goddamn fight.
Yeah,
so
man.
That's why I'm at with the whole shit, man. I like what Earl is saying. I hate the report because the report is all bullshit. But Earl can't control another man. He can't make nobody sign that motherfucker to fight him, bro. So we'll see what happens, man.
So let me ask y'all: if this fight don't take place to January, February, right? Who does it affect more?
Bud, he been inactive.
Terence Crawford because Earl fought in April. That'll be like a 14, 15 month layoff for Crawford. So it's gonna affect the older, more inactive fighter.
You think so? Because I mean, you got an argument for both, right? You could say that Bud, right? He's been having year layoff, then he'll fight, year layoff, then he'll fight, right? He's been fighting once a year for a while now, right? We ain't really seeing him rusty in the ring, right? You never seen him like rusty in the ring when he come back. EJ, we seen EJ, you know, he had what was it, like a 16-month layoff, 17-month layoff, 17 when he fought Ugas. And he was, you know, you seen a lot of ring rust in the beginning until he got warmed up. He had that ring rust. Now you come back and you have another layoff, right? Is that gonna make him have ring rust? Because you know, shit, he was training, he was ready. Now you got to sit back and you got to wait, and you're gonna stay in shape. I don't know. I think it could affect both of them. It could affect both of them. Because, you know, EJ, and one thing that EJ was saying, he's saying, man, I want to fight in December. I don't give a fuck if it's Bud or not. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't Bud, I'm still going in December. I mean, in November. Now you got to wait, you know, maybe 2-3 more months. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it could affect him. It could affect Bud. But I was just thinking to myself, like, shit, this might affect one of these fighters. What you think, man? Yeah. Whoever want to go.
Hey,
go
ahead, Money. Go ahead, Money.
Oh well, it's like you said, it's possibility can affect both, but you know, hold on, sorry, y'all. You know, I'm gonna stick to my gun. Say it happened this year. You know, I would just try to stay on the page and speak into existence what I want to happen. But if it was to later on, right, you try to stay in the gym and try to stay as sharp as possible. Both of them are professional, so you know what I mean. But like the man said, Earl has been more. More active than Bud, but it doesn't matter because Bud is a true professional to where he don't stay out the gym neither. So it's like, you know, I think once they get in there though, and I think the style of fight.
Hold on, money. I don't know what an aerosexual is, but I know what a homosexual is, and you goddamn there look what you that's you. That's you.
If
right?
I ever saw one myself, you're right.
If I ever seen a homosexual look ever, that's you. And like I said, I don't have
Bro,
no
look
problem
at this shirt. Hold on. Look at this
I don't
shirt.
have no
though,
problem with homosexual people. I'm just saying that you can't talk about anything sexual when you a homosexual.
Bro, look at that hairline though, brother.
That motherfucking line.
You got the
Thank
George
you.
Jefferson.
Look at the
Man,
goddamn
somebody
hairline.
stop this man.
Hey, that nigga look like Esther Roll. He look like the mama from Good Times and shit.
You look like Harriet Tubman out here in this piece, man.
Boy look like Esther Roll and shit, nigga.
Hey man, y'all leave Stephen A. Smith alone, man. Leave him alone.
God damn.
Yeah, nigga look like Harriet Khan out here. Look like Akon Tubman out this bitch.
Man.
Yeah, but just
go
to finish
ahead,
my
move
point.
on.
Yeah, just finish my point real quick though. It's just like, it could have an effect on both of them. I won't just say, just for this one, but I still think the fight happening in November, December, and they gonna get it in. But if they had to wait that extra month, then get your ass in the gym, try to stay as sharp as possible, and try to get the baddest motherfucking sparring partners that you can get out there.
Now I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna pick somebody for it to the effect, cause I ain't gonna stay on them. I'm not saying it's going to affect Errol, but if the longer the fight lingers, right? I think that if I would have to bet on somebody for it to affect, to me, I have to bet on Errol. I have to bet because, and the reason why is because, to Terence Crawford's credit, we've never seen him fall off. We ain't never seen him get distracted and get out of shape. We've seen Errol do that shit before. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna just keep it 100. We've seen Errol fall off, from having to sit around and not get fights and get distracted and start doing other shit. Terence Crawford, you ain't really got to worry about that shit. You know what I'm saying? He finna stay on top of his game, whether he fighting or not. So I'm not saying that it's gonna affect Errol. I'm just saying if it were to affect anybody and you had to choose one, my choice would be Errol Spence, because Terence Crawford, he didn't show me the history of him, staying focused whether he have a fight or not.
And I can't disagree with you on that too. But if I got you, bro. I'm gonna pass it right now. But you gotta think about if they announce the fight. Let's say they announced the fight in January or February, like they haven't announced, then Errol know that he can't fuck off. You know what I'm saying? And then it probably can help him more because now, he can get in there and, like you say, even though it's probably the weight shit like that, but he been keeping the weight down. But you can get a little bit more training in, right? Get a little bit more fit, even though you don't want to overtrain. So, like, I think both of them are at a stage right now with this fight. Either one don't want to lose the edge to where I think either one go be on point because they know exactly what they got coming up and what's on the line. And I don't think, they don't want to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Neither one want to lose this fight, bro. So I think both of them stay on point all the way up to whenever the date is. Even though I think it could be November, December. But if it do turn out to be January, February, then, that's a couple months more. But you ain't got no time for errors, period. You still ain't got no time for errors.
Yeah,
right. And I don't think Errol gonna fall off and you know what I'm saying, get undisciplined. That ain't what I was saying. I was just bringing up a scenario if you had to pick one,
and it could just be an extra month of press. Yeah, I mean, we talked about how we thought that this fight had the magnitude that was worthy of a press run in LA. Yeah, I mean, Texas, of course. Shit, probably somewhere out east, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him do 5 cities for this fight. I really wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do Oklahoma, and the 5th city is up for y'all for negotiations. But I wouldn't be surprised to see, and them press runs, that's gonna be, you got a media day, you understand? You got a media workout, so you understand, you sharp in the midst of that because your ass is still working.
I think the only cities you need to really hit, the only states you need to hit is Cali, Texas, and New York. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Those are and Nick J, I think he meant to say Nebraska, or I think he meant to say Nebraska, but
I meant to say Nebraska. My bad.
You don't need to hit Nebraska because Nebraska, like, everybody gonna support him in Nebraska regardless. Nebraska ain't a big city like Texas. Reason you want to do it
You mean
in
state?
Texas.
You
State,
mean
yeah.
Omaha is the?
I mean state.
Omaha the city.
The reason you want to do it, in Texas is because Texas is so motherfucking big. You know what I'm saying? So you want to do one. Even they could do it in Dallas and do one in Houston. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted to, they could. They do it in Dallas and Houston because it's that big. They could do it. Go to New York and do one, and then they go to Cali and do one.
And then
Now,
have the
if you
fight in
do, now,
Vegas.
if you
if they
do
really wanted to.
two, if you do Dallas and Texas, you gotta go to goddamn in Nebraska.
But Nebraska, I think that you don't really got to go to Nebraska because I think that Nebraska's small enough to where everybody already know Bud.
Hey, but you know what, Key?
You're not interested in boxing anyway.
I don't 100% agree with when you said who would it affect most, and you think it's Spence. You said you also said you haven't seen Crawford like really rusty, but I don't know if I can agree with that 100% because when he does fight after he takes these long layoffs, like 8 months or a year, or whatever it is, and he does finally get in the ring, he is kind of a little rusty in those first early rounds. Like he doesn't always win those early rounds. He usually has to come back from behind. So I don't know. Maybe that's rust, or maybe he's just good at adjusting. I'm not sure. But this would be the longest layoff that he would be coming off of, and he's not getting any younger. So
and to piggyback off that,
And the longest layoff against the wrong motherfucker too.
yo,
When you went up against the
yeah.
to piggyback off that too, Spence, his biggest layoff was with the car accident. So it wasn't even like he was in the gym. The difference between Spence and Crawford's quote unquote layoffs, he stay in the gym. Crawford's never not in the gym. And with Spence, the early part of his career, you never seen him rusty in between fights when he was consistently in the gym. Now the difference between this layoff and then the one before Garcia and the one before Ugas is before Garcia, car accident. For Ugas, so he wasn't in the gym, he wasn't training. This time he's in shape, he got a nutritionist, he's training. So I don't really think the layoff is going to affect, or I think it might even benefit him a little bit more to sharpen up before the fight with Bud Crawford. But on Crawford's side, you say you never seen him rusty. He just mentioned a good point. Crawford's a slow starter, or at least that's what people like to say. But it could be the long layoffs. He has to get time in that ring before he can really start using all his tools. So, I mean, is that rust? Is he a slow starter? We don't really know. We're not in this camp.
Well, I only say that is he not a slow starter because to me his best characteristic is his timing, and in order to download that type of timing, then I mean it takes some time. It takes some rounds. You have to see some things in the ring before you can adjust, not just in the defensive mode, but to transition from offense to defense to be able to have the stoppages he had.
But can you afford to take those rounds and take that time against a guy like Spence? Like,
well, you talking about? Go ahead, bro.
This isn't Kavalauskas. This isn't Jeff Horn. This isn't Jose Benavidez or a fucking Sean Porter on his last leg. Like, this is the unified champion at the welterweight division, holding 3 belts. Like, this is the guy in his prime. I don't know if you could really take your time downloading or whatever. You know what I mean?
Especially somebody that
EJ.
Yeah, especially somebody that get better.
He can't take his time. He's not gonna be able to download EJ like that.
Exactly. And the only thing with that is you're not gonna have to because that pressure higher.
You know what I'm saying? As the fight go on, Errol Spence get better as the fight go on as well. So Bud is an adjuster. I will agree to that to the point to where, they don't come out with the game plan like 120% because he like to switch and shit. So he never know what he want to do. He want to make his adjustments in the ring. But Errol Spence is somebody, man, that as the fight go on, that motherfucker gets stronger, and he start forcing your ass to fight. So if Bud start trying to take them, which I do believe a little ring rust do play a part, but I do think it's him just being a slow starter. You know what I'm saying? So, but with Errol Spence, wanting this, like when Errol Spence wants something, bro, he going to get it. So Bud better be ready for every fucking thing. He better be ready for everything, bro.
And I can't really agree with the timing part only because here's one thing. So I'm a fighter too. Bud's reach is ridiculously long for his height and his weight class. And the one thing that you as a fighter with long reach that you never really have to get warmed up to is your jab. But you can see in the start of fights, Bud beginning out jab by like Brook. He was getting out jab by Brook, and you can look at a numerous of fights. Like the first 3 rounds, he's getting out jab. So I really think that ring rust plays a part of it, because once you hit that 3rd, 4th round, man, Bud's jab is nasty. I'm talking about not even just timing, even when he's on the aggression. Like, look at the end of the fight when he started fighting Sean Porter. When you really started pushing, he wasn't just timing him; he was putting the pressure on him, and that jab was nasty. Right, so that's why I don't know if I could really agree with that part.
Let me say this, man. As far as age playing a factor, I know I've heard Neek J. I think she said something about, she think that the age with the layoff is gonna affect Terence Crawford. I've heard a lot of people say that. I don't think that, he's 36, right? He just turned 36. But
35.
I think he turned 35.
35. He just turned 35. I think that he's a young 35. Certain fighters age differently. Look at Floyd when he was 35. Floyd was still in his prime when he was 35. And I think you can say the same thing for Terence Crawford, because he take care of his body. He don't drink, he don't smoke, and he don't do none of that shit, right? He's always been in the gym, always stayed in shape consistently. You've never seen him blow up in weight and then have to, you've never seen him out of shape, right? Sitting around and blow up in weight. You always see him stay in shape, not maybe fight shape, but he always stay in shape. He's always in the gym, staying sharp. So I don't think that his 35 years old is like the rest of these guys 35.
And he don't have the wear and tear on him. He don't have that wear and tear.
Yeah, he don't have that wear and tear to where he suffered injuries and he had to pull out of fights and all of that. So I think that Bud is in his prime right now. He's still in his prime. You know what I'm saying? He probably still gonna be in his prime for another year or two.
Shit,
I don't think the age is gonna affect him at all. But like I said, man, it's just some people age different depending on your lifestyle and how you live your life outside of the ring. You know what I'm saying? Man, outside of the ring, it has a lot to do. Once you get to doing a lot of extra shit outside of the ring and not really taking care of yourself like that, that's when your reflexes and everything start going a lot faster. 35
in the 1,200 years.
And Crawford ain't no lazy ass nigga. Like, he ain't the one just sitting around not doing nothing. Like, he's playing basketball
all the time.
He always doing something. Yeah, so age most definitely at this stage of his career right now, age most definitely ain't going to play a factor in what goes on in terms of Bud Crawford in his career going forward.
What's happening, people? How y'all doing?
What up, Coach?
What's up, Coach?
What's happening with it?
Oh, man, I'm still out in Texas and shit. I'm at a little Mediterranean place and doing hookah, and I'm been shooting tequila, so I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enjoying yourself out there.
Says you living on what, eh?
I see, huh?
So you living, huh, Coach?
Yeah. I'm doing a little something. You heard me? Look at that, you heard me? Nah, but man, I think I was happy that EJ finally sent the message out, bro. I was happy about that shit, because I know he just been working his ass off and getting stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like, just getting better and better. Because when he sent that message out, I was like, okay, now we know that this fight is definitely going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen in November, but it's going to happen at the beginning of the year, probably in February. So I think that this is going to be definitely, it's going to be some pressure in that ring, son. I think this is going to be a hell of a fight. I'm excited about it. I'm happy about it, because we done heard Bud not want to talk about the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I could care less who wins. I just want to see these two cats up in the ring, because I think they one of the best, and I really think that they are greats. So I think that I want to see this fight, and it looked like it's gonna happen. So, and he's been pretty much silent on the whole thing, and that let me know because EJ never lied to us. I know that for a fact, right? He always done said what he mean what he say. So I'm just happy about that, bro. I'm glad he came out and said something because I've been kind of wondering, like, man, what the fuck? He ain't saying shit. You know what I'm saying? So by him coming out and saying what he said, we know that this fight is gonna happen. I don't see it happening this year, but I do see it like in February. So, man, I'm just excited about it. And like I said, the main reason is because the man never told us nothing that wasn't what he was gonna do, how he was gonna do it, and may the best man win when this shit happen, bro. And I know Bud is prepared, and I know damn well EJ been in that gym. He looking good, you know. So, man, y'all, I'm excited now, shit, because he wouldn't have said shit if that was the case. So, I'm happy, bro.
I think that was Spence's way of kind of just saying, like, bro, shut the fuck up already. Yeah, because
yeah, what that was.
He's not really that type of guy to really be with all the tweets and all that. Like, I think he just felt like he had to say something. Like, bro, just stop already.
Right. I mean, I don't see that bullshit that Mike Coppinger put out though.
And somebody had to say something once Bud told Blue Blood say this. Once you did that, like shit.
But I think that was a bunch of shit though. To be like, bro, just be honest about what the fuck is going on. That was my thing about it. You know, you had to come back and say, well, you know, Errol, it ain't him, it's his team. Nah, dude, it's not really from what's being reported. It's not really that at all. You know, so the whole thing is that he needs to just, you know, when Errol speak, bro, it's like E.F. Hutton, and the reason is because when a person who's quiet and focus on what they're doing says something, then people has a tendency to listen. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking nothing away from Bud Crawford because he's an astounding fighter and he's a great fighter.
Yeah, because EJ ain't all that quiet neither. He be talking some shit now.
Now, what I'm saying is, out in the public, he don't really say a lot. You know what I'm saying? He now when you ask him a question as far as him being in front of an interview, he gonna say what he got to say that's on his mind. But one thing you can't say about him, OTB, is that you can't say that he lied. That's one thing you can't say about him.
Yeah, he definitely a man of his word. His integrity, he high on the integrity list.
So that's my main thing because I'm big on truthfulness and I'm big on somebody not just feeding me bullshit. Because when you feed me bullshit, then I don't trust you no more. So that's my main thing with that as far as that situation goes. I think this fight gonna happen. I don't see it happening this year because we almost at the end of the year already. But even at the beginning of next year, then you know that's great. You know, I'm good with it. And it gives me time to recover from the holidays. You know, it gives me time to fucking get everything that I want to do together. You know what I'm saying? And to deal with family and all of that. And then if it do happen in February, it's even better as far as I'm concerned because I'm not pressing. So, you know, that's a good thing to me.
And you will get the fighters a chance to sit back for the holidays. I ain't think about that. They get to start camping for real. Like shit, the week after the first of the year.
Hey, that Thanksgiving and Christmas, that's a whole lot of temptation, though.
Ooh, who you telling?
That's a whole lot of temptation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was loving the November because I'm like, man, you know, shit. They can get the fight. The fight will be over and they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's a whole lot of temptation.
Hey, can I be honest though? I'm really happy that it's not happening on 19th. I'm be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that it's next year. So we don't have to worry about Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all the shit. Everything will be over with, and we can kind of get ready for it. So
I'm kind of with you. I ain't gonna lie, Kyle. I'm with you on that.
I'm telling you, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm excited about this, and you know I get a little extra $25 to spend on some food or something.
Here you
know
go.
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna give it to you in pennies too, and penny rolls. Y'all remember penny rolls?
Let's say the aim for February.
Keon,
what up?
Go find some old
I want to do a little
advertisement
advertisement on your channel. Hey, cause guess what? You know, Keon know what's going on already. But I'm out here with my little cousin, right?
Yeah.
He's a jeweler. So y'all go and guess what? He does custom work. So like all y'all channel names and all of that. Oh, he can put that in gold and diamonds, son. So I'm just
Oh
letting
man, I'm about to see. You gonna get me in trouble, man. Now,
You
I
ain't
just
lying, boy. You
you
about
done
to
got
give
me
me
in
some
boy.
shit.
You know
Let
I'm
me get
a
my.
you know I'm
I'm
a
getting
jury
that
ass
piece. Me and
nigga,
Money
man.
was already talking. I was already telling Money I'm eventually get my logo piece.
Yeah, so his name, if you go on Instagram, you'll see TD Jewelers. Though he a beast, dog, for real,
Yeah,
for real.
he got some dope shit for sure.
Hey, put the link in the chat, coach, because you know what I'm saying. I'm always looking towards doing something.
Well, I'm not. I'm right now. I'm out with him right now because I'm kind of looking out for him. But it's TD Jewelers
On Instagram.
on Instagram.
I'll
Go
drop it. I'll
TD
drop it.
Jewelers on Instagram, and man,
Yeah.
check him out, dog. He got some hella pieces on there, dog. Like he did with a lot of, you know, nice people. Only thing is he gonna beat all of that, like Johnny Dang and all that. He gonna beat their prices and shit. And his shit is fucking fire, bro. So y'all go and check him out, bro. I'm just wanted to throw that out there, bro.
Yeah, the link is Box Talk dropped the link in the chat.
Hey, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say.
So whatever y'all logos is, man, he could do that shit, diamond it up if you want, do everything. And I'm talking about hand selected, bro. So some good shit, bro. Promise you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Let's say the fight is, I don't know how long they'll put it off till. Let's just say it's like mid to late February. They could promote it on the Super Bowl. It's gonna be on Fox.
Yeah.
So
you think it's gonna be on Fox?
no. I'm saying the Super Bowl is gonna be on Fox. Let's say Fox gets the fight.
Yeah, get the fight.
Fox needs to pick up this fight because
they can promote it on the Super Bowl.
like if I'm Al Heyman, okay, Fox came in, it ain't even no bidding war no more.
Facts.
It's not.
Facts.
I'm sorry,
promotion.
Showtime. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna continue to work together, but not for this fight. Not for this fight.
And they can give them something else. They can be like, hey, look, these guys fucking offer me too much money for me to give you this fight, but how about we give you the next, I don't know, Gervonta and this other fight, whatever. You know, they'll give them something.
They gonna have Jermell Charlo, Tim Zoo.
Let me go around the panel real quick, right? And I want to get everybody answered with this, right? We know the fight gonna happen. If the fight go down, right, it's gonna happen in Las Vegas. What venue do y'all want to see the fight in? OTB, you go first, and I'm gonna just go around.
Raiders Stadium. Gotta have it at Raiders Stadium, man. If it's in Vegas, gotta have it at Raiders Stadium, and it'll be more affordable for the fans. It's just a matter of the schedule conflict you're gonna have with the Raiders. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the big thing with that.
Okay. And let me get your answer, Box Talk.
I agree with OTB. I would love for it to be at the Raiders Stadium. I don't see that happening. But I personally would want it to be there.
Yes, sir. Oh, this nigga, Money talking about a link. Oh shit. I thought what happened to the link you had? Let me send Money this link again. Let me just we going around the panel. So I think whoever next. Let me see.
Oh, and yeah, somebody said
Mike Demps is next if he's still in the building.
Yeah.
Mike, you still in the building? Nah, he ain't in the building.
If he's not, let me say this real quick, because also after February, tax refunds. Everybody's gonna have money for that pay-per-view.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Right. That's that business.
Yeah.
Right. People ball in February.
That's what Jones said.
Come out.
That's probably what they will do. They probably because look at Wilder. Look when the biggest Wilder Fury fight was in February. The second fight was in February.
So they might be looking bigger picture. Hey, Super
and I'm
Bowl,
gonna tell y'all,
holidays, everything.
That Wilder Fury, the second fight, that shit was sold out, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all the high rises, and I'm not talking about up front in the high rises, and I'm talking about deep in the high rises. Them shits was like $4,000 and up. So yeah, in February, yeah, that's the best time to have it. And but yeah, let me go around the let me see who else is. Coach, where would you like to see this fight? What venue?
I mean, I mean, that's cool in Raider Stadium, and that's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be cool because the prices will be lower for sure. You know what I'm saying? The prices will be lower, but long as it's not during Mardi Gras, because if it's during Mardi Gras, I'm not going. So I'm just throwing that out there. That ain't happening.
Right.
Hey, Coach, I might have to meet you out there, man. I ain't never been to Mardi
On.
Gras.
Let me move.
Boxing section, Kyle. What you familiar with all the venues in Vegas? What venue would you like to see this in?
I don't even want to see it in Vegas.
I mean, it's gonna happen in Vegas. So.
I know, man, but I'd rather not, because people like, for me, dog. All the fights that I've been to, bro, the best energy fight that I've been to, like where the energy was just crazy, it was either Dallas or Atlanta. I mean, the shit was just amazing, bro. Like, when you talk about the energy, it being so electrifying, bro. If we can have it in Atlanta would be nice.
I'll actually be in Atlanta next week, man. I'll be in Atlanta next week. I'll be out there next week. Just got an Airbnb out there, so got to go out there and furnish that and do all that stuff we got to do. But yeah, but Atlanta, man, the tank shit was jumping in Atlanta,
bro. I mean, shit. Dog, I'm telling, even the Shakur Stevenson fight was crazy in Atlanta.
So let me go to money, man. What venue would you like to see the fight in Vegas? Because it's gonna be in Vegas.
I don't care what venue it is, as long as I'm with my brothers. If I'm with my brother Keto,
boy, you
and
stupid.
if I'm with my brother
You stupid, Buddy Brown.
I don't care. I just
Buddy
want to
Brown,
be
you
with my brothers.
stupid. I just want you to know that. Buddy Brown, you are fucking retarded.
I don't have to be in the fight. I just want to be outside the fight with my brothers. That's it. I don't care about the fight.
Buddy Brown, you're fucking insane, son. This nigga retarded.
That's it. Just want to be with my brothers.
Oh, shit.
But if it was to take place, right, it's gonna be the MGM, right? Vegas tickets will be cheaper, but there's no way that fight go to Vegas and the MGM don't got that bitch. Salute to the Raiders Stadium right out there in Las Vegas. You know, Jerry Jones might be like, "There's no way you're getting Errol Spence in that fucking stadium. If Errol Spence fight in any stadium, it's going to be Cowboys Stadium. This is his home." So that bitch might end up in the MGM where it's gonna end up at. You know, so I wouldn't give a fuck. Long as they inside that ring, that's all I give a damn about. And I want to be with my brothers. That's it.
Buddy Brown, stop it. Stop it. What is retarded? That dude's stupid, boy. That's a stupid that dude.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell y'all, I care. Hey, it motherfucking ignorant. He sounds just like old boy and shit, dog. Sounds just like his ass. Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I care. I want that shit to be in Raiders Stadium, and I've told people plenty of times, because Raiders Stadium is for the people. If they can put it in Raiders Stadium, it'll be a lot cheaper than if they put it in MGM. Y'all got to think, the ticket prices be so motherfucking high in MGM because it only hold like 15, 16,000 people. So in order to compensate for that, they put the ticket prices sky high.
What about
ticket prices be motherfucking high as hell. You get it in Raiders Stadium. Raiders Stadium hold 100,000 plus.
What
You
about
open up that big.
What about T-Mobile? I meant to say.
T-Mobile only hold like
17.
17, 20 at the most,
Yeah.
right? So, but you put it in I think T-Mobile like 17.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little bigger. T-Mobile is a little bigger than MGM. You know what I'm talking about? But you put it in the Raiders Stadium, that bitch hold 100 plus K. Now you don't have to charge, the ticket prices like you would in the MGM or the T-Mobile. You don't have to charge them high ass ticket prices. The prices are still gonna be high, but they ain't gonna be near as high because a lot more people are gonna be able to come.
Hey, Key, I got a road, dog. I just wanted to holler at y'all brothers, man. Love y'all brothers, man. Stay up. Money Brown, your ass is fucking retarded. I just want
have a good one, Coach. Have a good one.
Y'all brothers be good, man.
All right. Let me see. And I remember number 56, and I hold this with a badge of honor. Hey, Jim Miller said, imagine 100,000 people at the fight. Man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. You're going with the Raiders Stadium, you're gonna be able to, like I said, in order to put it in the Raiders Stadium, though, you're gonna have to have a tour to where they're gonna have to go to New York, Cali, Texas. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they go to Nebraska, like OTB said, but you're going to have a tour. You're going to have to promote it more. You promote it right, you had that motherfucking whole stadium jam-packed.
Fact.
Because you got to understand, when you bring in a fight of this magnitude, all of the boxing fans are going to want to see this. And this actually has a big casual fan base. I'm telling y'all, I got niggas hit me every day about this fight, and they really don't know too much of shit about boxing, but they asking me about this fight. I got cats that's hitting me that ain't really into boxing like that, that's want to go to this fight. You know what I'm saying? I got cats that I got a partner that he don't really watch boxing like that, but he already had booked his hotel, his flight, and everything just for this fight. So this fight has a casual following, a big casual following. And so, I think this fight needs to be in the stadium. So everybody that want to go, that's serious about it, they'll be able to at least, afford a little bit more to go. Shit, you put it in T-Mobile Arena or the MGM, bro, you ain't gonna get in the door with less than $600. You ain't gonna get in the door.
Facts.
And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm never finna pay no $600 to fucking sit up and smell the roof. To need some binoculars to you know what I'm saying, to look in the ring.
Hell nah, you sitting up that high. The crowd tell you when they got punched before you see the shit.
Right. A lot of people will.
Listen, you can make your way down like I do, though.
A lot of people will, and you know what I'm saying? That's just their preference, because some people, they just want to be in the building. They like, hey, I just want to be in the building. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be in the atmosphere.
Yeah, the atmosphere, especially in Vegas.
Yeah,
Hey, listen,
so people will, because they just want to be in that atmosphere. You know what I'm talking about? But
work my way down. Hey, listen, we all can go half on a flow seat, and all we gotta do is just one by one.
You gonna switch out every 2 rounds?
Nah. Listen, all you gotta do is get down there. Listen, y'all know me. I ain't gonna say it, because you got a lot of followers and you got a lot of subscribers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody.
No, I know what you're saying, Kyle, but you can't do that at a fight like this, because see, a fight like this, you get down there and every fucking seat is accounted for. Now, you might be able to get away with that shit all the way up into the you know what I'm saying, main event. That main event popped off. Motherfuckers is coming out of nowhere. You're gonna have to get your ass up out that goddamn seat.
Man, they ain't been in that seat all damn night.
I ain't talking about sitting down. See, man, I can't tell all this on wax, man. Y'all come to the boxing section where we ain't got that.
But you can't. I know what you're talking about, but you can't do that in like I'm saying. I've been to a million fights. And I've been to a whole lot of big fights. You can't do that in the MGM or the T-Mobile Arena, right? Now I'm saying you can't do that in those arenas like that when it's a big fight and it's sold out. Now you might be able to get away with it in a stadium like Dallas or you know, when it's a football stadium, you could get away with shit like that, but not them MGM and T-Mobile Arena.
Man, you know
they ain't letting that shit
listen,
fly,
man. You know, you talking to the finesse king. Now you know I done already got away with it at the MGM Grand, and I also got away with it at the T-Mobile.
But it wasn't no Errol Spence and goddamn Terence Crawford.
It was Water Fury.
Yeah, they gonna have pictures of Cal ass up.
Hey, you know.
It wasn't this fight.
Man, you come out here for Montana fight,
me
man.
and OTB can still be talking online after what we said about the Queen, man. We can sneak down there, dog.
Hey, don't listen to Kyle advice, right? And get a nosebleed seat and think you're gonna be able to sneak down to the motherfucking floor.
No,
because Kyle gonna have you motherfucker out there looking like a deer with no headlights on, looking around and shit, looking stupid and shit.
Cal like
and they gonna be walking your ass right back up to the nosebleed section.
Hey, who y'all gonna believe? The nigga that was on TV or what? All right, believe me, the nigga that was on TV. Trust
don't listen to that shit Kyle telling you, thinking you gonna go out to Vegas and shit. Yeah, oh man, I'm gonna just listen. I'm gonna do what Kyle told me. I'm gonna be on the floor.
Now listen. Now, if you come with Kyle Davis, you're gonna be all right. But if you try to do this by yourself, it ain't gonna go out. It ain't gonna go how you think it's gonna go.
I remember I tried that shit one
don't
time.
do that shit when you come out here, Cal. Man, leave that shit.
Hey, I tried that shit one time a long time ago, right? I forgot what fight it was. I tried. My boy like, oh man, you don't need to buy no flow seats, man. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just get you a seat. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get you a seat right up here, and then you can just make your way down to the floor. You can, you know what I'm saying? Man, that motherfucking fat ass white lady nigga was standing there and shit by that motherfucking gate, guarding that motherfucking flow section that you need to go into. Hey, I said, okay, well, I'm gonna go to the other side. They had another fat motherfucker guarding that shit. Like, man, they had that shit trunk tight. I said, yep, I guess I'm gonna have to take my ass back up to where this motherfucking ticket say I gotta go.
See, that's where you did it wrong. See,
hey,
that's
Cal,
where you did it
got
wrong.
us for the Montana love fight, man.
I'm gonna give y'all the play. All right, this is the play.
I got us for the Montana love fight.
Oh no, listen, OTB, me and you gonna have on the flow seat, bro. We
good. We good.
I'll go half on the flow seat. I'm gonna just get a flow seat because I ain't
man. We good, Cal. We good, brother.
Listen, I'm just trying to give y'all the game, man. I've been doing this, man.
You ain't Kyle. You ain't gonna get away with that shit at this motherfucking Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight, bro. That ain't good. You ain't getting away with that shit.
Hey, what Denzel say? The only way to find out is to find out.
Hey, nigga, Kyle said, nah, I'm gonna dress in the event staff gear. The motherfucker Kyle said he gonna dress up in the event staff gear, walk right down that bitch.
Like smoking aces and shit.
I'm telling you, listen, it's all about the finesse, man. It's all about the finesse. I'm telling you.
The event, Lee, that's a good ass plan. Motherfucker dress up as the event staff and shit. They think you work there. Yeah, go ahead. Hey, you right there. You right there, goddamn motherfucker by the ring apron and shit.
Hey, OTB. Check in with your folks in Cleveland, man. See who
man, we good, bro. We good. I got us for the Montana love fight, bro. You good.
Hey, money.
Just get here, bro.
Money.
No, hey, listen.
Yeah,
here, bro.
Hey,
I'm
money. You try to buy some nosebleed seats and dress up as the event staff.
Hell no, they gonna be marching my cripple ass right back to them nosebleeds.
Hey, money. Check this out, bro. There's something you can do because you got the wheelchair and shit. You can tell them that it's a fuck. What's the name of that fucking shit? Listen, I'm gonna have it for you later. If you're gonna be on with Knockout later, I'm gonna tell you what it is later because my boy Mex told me it's something you say and you get nigga that move you down damn near to the floor.
He's right about that. Right about that, but they'll move my ass back.
You'll be all right, money. I'm going with your ass. Matter of fact, I'm going with money. Me and money in that motherfucker.
I need to watch over. If you moving him, I gotta go.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna have a backpack with me and everything. Boy, hey, listen, he need his medicine and shit. I got to make sure he get it. You know what I'm talking about?
Cal's my little brother. I was caretaking. This nigga have seizures and shit.
Yeah. Hey, look, you gonna fall asleep on you right now. Look, he can't stay up. He can't even stay up.
Right. Box talk. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what I did in Dallas, right? Because me You know what I'm saying? We had flow seats. Me and Money, we had our flow seats. We was what, like fourth row. We had our flow seats, right? But my partner, this nigga wait till the last minute, so he had a fucked up nosebleed. And I said, man, don't even worry about it, because when we got through the gate, I seen it was a black, you know what I'm saying? She was, you know,
What's up, big boy?
a young black female, you know what I'm saying?
What?
I said, you know what? I got this.
Yeah, what?
I got this. I slid her a little something, said something in her ear, and I went right to the. I said, come on, y'all good. Y'all good. And of course, you got a nigga hating on the side. Kyle, you got too much going on, bro. You gonna put that mic on me. Of course, you had a nigga hating on the side. What y'all got going on? Hey, baby, why you let them in? I'm looking at this nigga like, man, mind your motherfucking business. And you know,
see where you fucked up is, right?
Hold on, Kyle. So we walk right down to the floor. Now the funny thing is, right? I got them on the floor, and I said, okay, go in that section over there and take those 2 seats, because ain't nobody bought those yet, and I know because I looked online. So they sit down in them sections. The whole time I'm looking over, because I'm sitting across from them in my seat, because I already had my seat on the floor. I'm sitting across. I'm looking at them. They keep on looking. They nervous and shit. They nervous. They shaking and shit, nigga. They gonna get caught the whole time. I said, you motherfuckers so goddamn nervous you couldn't enjoy the fight.
For real, bro.
Hey, that shit was funny as hell. I'm me and Money looking down there. I said, look at them. They nervous in the motherfucker. hey, it did, you know what I'm saying? They loosened up once the main event came, and they seen that wasn't nobody gonna make a move out their seats.
Yeah. And then we were straight where we was at anyway. Shit, you didn't even have to sit down. Shit, we could have walked down there by the thing, and shit, that shit was straight, bro. Like, for real.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret though. I'm gonna tell y'all the secret to balling. Hold on, baby. I got it. Because you get one screenshot of the ticket. They only let you screenshot it one time. They tell you, hey, you can't do that. But you get that screenshot of that ticket and you send it to all the homies. And then you go down, right? And then I might come with you, right?
You should say that, Kyle. You can't say that shit.
Yeah, Kyle, chill out, man.
My bad.
Kyle, nigga, you gonna have everybody trying to do that shit. You blew up the spot.
Yeah,
nigga, Kyle, everybody doing that shit. You done blew up the goddamn spot. Hey, every nigga in here gonna try. Oh man, shit. I wasn't gonna go to the Spence fight, but shit, nigga, I'm going to the Spence fight now. I'm a 40
I keep 40 motherfuckers on the floor. Don't know where they go. We looking at these motherfuckers.
Hey, they gonna have 5,000 motherfuckers on the floor and shit, looking around. Floor just packed, crowded.
Motherfucker, hey, that go Cal. Hey, Cal, it worked. Hey, Cal, it worked, Cal. Cal, shut your stupid ass up, nigga. Let me get away from this dumb motherfucker.
Sit your dumb ass down, man. You don't know me.
Right.
You know niggas gonna try that shit now, bro. Them motherfuckers that watching this show, they gonna try that shit for sure.
Hey, Keon, I told you, man, I've been finessing niggas my whole life. Listen, I'm here for the people. God damn it, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, man, I'm gonna tell y'all a funny story. So I remember this probably like shit, nigga. This is over 20 years ago, right? I was working at this call center, right? And back then, I was the finesse kid. I always knew how to get around some shit. So I'm working at this call center, and I figured out what cords I had to unplug, right? And then plug another cord into this plug, right? And so what it would do is it would make it not route no calls to my area. So everybody around me, every motherfucking second, they was welcome to AT&T. They was getting calls in the call center. I'm talking about the whole call center. They don't get no time to motherfucking chill, right? They just get call after call after call. I done found out how to unplug this shit and plug something back in the plug, and I'm not getting nothing routed to my motherfucking to my area. Ain't no calls. And so I'm fucking around. I'm doing all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I'm fucking with everybody else in the section. And they looking around like, man, how come the fuck you don't never get no calls to your station? I'm like, shit, I don't know. Right? So what I do is I did the wrong thing. I tell one of my partners, don't tell nobody. I'm going to show you how to do it. So, of course, he do it. Now, he ain't getting no calls. And he fucking off. But of course, the nigga go and tell everybody. He go and tell everybody. So of course, everybody start trying to do this shit. They found out about it and fixed the problem, and he blew up the spot. You know what I'm saying? And Kyle just did that right now. Kyle just blew up the spot. So that shit ain't gonna work now, y'all.
Hey, listen, man. Most of these niggas can't afford to even lead the state. All right, so we're gonna be all right.
Fuck wrong with you, man? You crazy as hell, bro.
Retarded.
Hey, bro. Hey, don't blow up the spot no more, Kyle. Man, you gonna have everybody on the floor and shit, nigga.
Hey, listen, man. I got so many different ways to get on.
Hey, you gonna have niggas on the floor that you know that don't belong on the floor and shit.
But let me tell you, kid, that's how we
why I
was.
got the gold chain, so people think I belong.
Nigga got
the old Bush
Nigga
Stadium.
got house shoes on and baggy ass Jabot jeans with tall tees on the floor and shit, dog.
Yeah,
No, they don't belong on the floor.
Don't belong nowhere near that motherfucker. They don't even belong. Don't even belong in the building.
Hey, nigga got a motherfucking pro club tall tee on with some goddamn baggy ass Jabot jeans, some goddamn motherfucking house
flap down.
And shit.
Hey, with the webcam with the flap down.
They got their phone talking about they reporters and shit. Niggas in there trying to get a interview. Hey, bro.
Flannels and chucks and flannels and chucks.
Oh shit, man. What's happening with it, Mark Stern? What's happening with it, Dr. Mark Stern's flawless mentality? What it do? Lone Star Steph. What's happening with it, Steph?
Salute, Steph.
Yeah, my man Jay Miller talking about walk down there with some cables in the mic. Oh shit. They ain't letting you through the goddamn the metal detector thing with that shit. You gonna have to sneak through the back of the arena to get in. Shit, but that hey, that shit would work, nigga. You get you some event staff clothes, you know what I'm saying? And change in the bathroom. Oh man. Shit, that shit would really work. That's a lick right there.
Shit.
Nigga, this Ocean, Ocean 25 over here and shit.
So they send your ass somewhere. Shit.
Nah, that shit gonna work. You part of the events, man. I work. What the fuck I'm doing? I'm working just like y'all. I'll be right there up on the ring apron. Oh yeah, my boss told me I gotta be right here.
Man, y'all know how fights break out at fights. Y'all ain't seen a motherfucker get whooped at the fight, man. Shit. Yeah. They gonna be talking about some. Come on, sir, we need you.
No, I mean I'll be right there on the ring apron with my arm on the ring apron. Talking about, nah, my boss told me to stay right here. Boss told me to stay right here. For real. Oh shit. They told me I had apron duty. I got ring duty.
Man, shit, I don't think I've ever been to an amateur fight. I ain't see somebody get whooped at.
Man, let me get up out of here. Oh yeah, niggas is gonna be fighting. I'm telling y'all, when this Errol Spence and Terence Crawford shit pop off in Vegas, niggas is gonna be in Vegas fighting. You gonna have niggas fighting by the crap tables. You gonna have niggas fighting by roulette. Hey, it's gonna be some fights that break out.
Hey, facts. It's gonna be
Now, like I said, I don't want to be a part of none of that shit because I don't want to miss the fight. So a nigga bet not try me out there. Because shit, man. Hey, I'm telling y'all, nigga bet not try me, fuck around and make me have to miss the fight. I'm going all the way in.
Man, what? I'm gonna make that ass whooping worth it. I ain't even gonna hold
Real talk. I'm already know I'm finna, man. Hell no. Nah.
And if y'all see the fight, just keep walking. Yeah, man. Keep walking. Yeah, don't stop and look. None of that shit. Just keep walking. Go.
Like me, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna try to stay away from all that bullshit because I don't want nothing to make me miss the fight. Because you know niggas gonna get to fight this shit.
Yeah, they gonna get to fighting, boy. They gonna get to fighting and talking shit. Then there's gonna be fights after the fights. That shit gonna be bad. Everybody get
Box
the bag.
Talk says, as long as there ain't no shootings like there was at Tank Rolling. Damn, there was a shooting?
Damn, I ain't even know that. I ain't go to Atlanta for that shit.
Hey,
bro, Tank always got a shootout out his goddamn fights, bro.
That shit crazy. It's crazy though, because if you think about it, right, how many it's gonna be a lot of fights with this Errol Spence and Terence Crawford shit. Niggas really be thinking, niggas get off that juice and really think, oh, nigga, I'm Crawford. I'm Errol Spence.
Man, it be the syndrome. I would have did this. That's what I always get a nigga ass for. That's why I only watch boxing around people. You understand, man? I got to be by myself, secluded, because niggas get to talking about some. I would have did this. I would, man, you wasn't gonna do shit.
Right.
Somebody side tooth missing.
you know, Mexican fans, bro. Them motherfuckers be on one. I ain't gonna lie. I remember I got into it. I had to put hands on this dude at the Canelo Alvarez, and it was Canelo Alvarez when he fought Floyd. You know what I'm saying? They were mad, bro. And I'm just chilling, walking down the, after you get out the MGM, you walking down that little ramp and shit, and it's all packed. Motherfucker. Oh, yeah, here go one of them right here. Yeah, motherfucker, what's up? Fuck Mayweather. Like, man, here we go, bro. And they got too close. I had to take off on his ass. And they just be taking that shit too serious, man.
Man, mine was a Sean Porter and AB fight. Boy, them Cleveland niggas was down here talking cash money shit. Getting their ass whooped all the way back up to Cleveland. Like, man, bro, no, we not going to no clubs tonight. None of that shit. It was at least 7 fights at that fight, man. Like clean fights all in the lobby, fights out, man. All in the concession stand part. Great.
Yeah, man. I don't want to be a part of none of that bullshit. I'm just trying to go, have a good time, and watch the motherfucking fight. You know what I'm saying?
I'm cool on that. I'm telling y'all, just keep walking, go where you going. If you're going to Ripley's, believe it or not, take your ass to Ripley's, believe it or not. But don't be stopping watching. Yeah, don't pull your phone out, none of that extra shit. Cause man, shit, bullets ain't got no name and fists don't neither.
Hey, let me tell you this though. I got 2 stories for you, bro. One was with my cousin, Two-Piece, my other cousin, right? So one of my cousins had just got out of jail, right? So I'm showing him the video of the Troy Izzy fight. And I'm telling him, like, man, this is where I was at when the fight was happening. So I heard him a knockout. Cause you talking about like 2 minutes later, cause he he in prison, so everything is fucking he institutionalized, so everything is prison. You know what I'm saying? So they playing dominoes, right? And a motherfucker lost or something happens, somebody talking over the board, something. Nigga start tripping. Nigga socked his daddy, all the shit, right? So then my cousin, he walked down there. So bro walked down there. Okay, brother, please. This man.
He ain't gonna let you pay.
He say he know the story. Goddamn it. He say, let me tell the story. You done forgot some shit.
Right, you ain't getting shit off. He like, nah. For real. Hey, I bet he ain't got nothing on my little boy. Man, if my little boy was right here right now, if my little man was right here right now, he'd be the knockdown. He'd be the took the computer, slammed the hey.
Man, it's
like little Bam Bam.
Yeah, my son like that too. I call him
hold on,
Destructicon. That's what I call my son, man, the Destructicon. Goddamn,
like man, that's Bam Bam.
Man, shit, I say, man, he's a Destructicon. You just destructive for no reason, bro. Where you get this shit? Are you 6 years old just breaking shit for nothing? Bro, you 6. Nigga, you only been around.
This dude, man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. So anyway.
5 years in the swim, nigga.
So he set tripping, right? And then my other cousin walked down and he like, bro, chill out. He ran up on him. He gave him 2 bop, dropped him. You know what I'm saying? Dropped him in front of him, and he fell right in front of my grandma, my grandpa, cause that shit was some of the funniest shit I'd have never been a part of. And then
Nah, go ahead.
Cal from Oakland, y'all. He just said they bombed on the homie in front of his grandma and grandpa.
No, 2-piece. Cause bro, like he be high and shit, bro. He was, I think he might have been high, and it finally like kicked in and shit. And he was just tripping. He fired on his dad and shit like that, bro. So my cousin Dennis gave him 2. Bop, dropped him. Yeah, this dude.
I told you, little homie know the story.
Right, he know the shit, right? Hey, man, I'm telling y'all, niggas don't get out to Vegas acting up and shit. Thinking y'all niggas is Terence Crawford and Errol Spence.
Because y'all gonna get beat the fuck up.
For
I'm telling
real.
y'all
Don't
right
get
now.
out there acting up. For real.
Half you niggas can't even look at boxing and know what y'all looking at, let alone throwing the punch. Niggas gonna get out there and get beat the fuck up.
What you say? Bop, bop, boom, bam, bam. What Floyd? What Floyd Senior say? A bop, 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 boom, bam, bop. Oh shit!
Not a bop, bop, bam.
Hey, man, but man, we gonna wrap it up, man. We've been in here almost 3 hours, man. Let me get y'all last words. Kyle, let everybody know what you got going on, man, before we get up out of here. And y'all hit the like button. If y'all ain't hit the like button, smash on the like button for me. Kyle on mute. OTB, man, what you got going on?
Man, we working, man. We just been beefing with the networks. I guess PBC sold they re-airing rights to CBS, so CBS pulled a lot of my content, a lot of them old film watchers I had and shit. But we in communications trying to figure out how we gonna go about this. What's the do's and don'ts? Just give me some guidelines, man. I'll work around them. So we gonna have to make some changes to a lot of this shit, man. And fuck the zone. I'm out.
Damn, man. Yeah, fuck the zone.
Yeah, they done shut the homie shit down. They block my shit, bro, and then use my shit. Like, man, when I say this shit,
man.
Yeah,
Fuck
man. Like, how you gonna block my shit and use it? Like, man, come on, man. They just played me cock in my face.
That's crazy.
Thanks. We appreciate it, OTB.
Fuck that weak ass app.
Man.
Man, I bought that shit for the year.
I got it too. I ain't gonna lie. I got the app. I'm over here trying to be quiet and shit. Like,
man, see, here y'all go. And y'all knew better than get that app though. Y'all knew better than
pay for that shit. Knowing I pay for that goddamn weekend of that app. But see, I don't be wanting to miss nothing. That's the only reason I pay for it.
That's why I'm sorry. We cover the sport, bro. We love this shit. So yeah, I mean, we fans too. But
that's the only reason I got it, because I be, I need to know what's going on, man.
Man, they come to my work. Y'all block the video. Then I look at y'all analyzing the fight and I see my clips. Like, come on, man.
That shit crazy, man. Boxing section. Kyle, what you got going on?
Oh man, I'm gonna be judging a debate on Knockout Show today, man. I'm excited. Brother, please.
Who debating?
I don't really know who debating. I forgot the names that he gave me, but I'm gonna be over there.
Is that the debate?
Hold on.
Just cancel that, bro.
Southern T debating him versus somebody else.
Then who is he debating?
Who T got?
He
I thought he had. I think he had loyal to the game. I forgot
who it was though. I'm not gonna lie.
I think he got Kwame. I think that's the debate.
Okay, yeah. Kwame did say he is debating tonight. Man, some of them debates be hard to judge. I don't want no. I told Knockout, I don't want no parts of that judging shit. Like, I'll be the moderator, but I don't want to judge. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I'm trying to talk him in and let me battle somebody with this Jake Paul shit, man. I think Jake Paul is the face of boxing. And he said he won't have it on his channel, so
I fuck with Jake Paul, bro. I really do. I don't really have no problem with Jake Paul. I think that he ain't the face of boxing, but he doing some good things for boxing.
Who
his fighters over there, huh?
Who you think the face of boxing is?
Well, it just all depends. It all depends. If you're talking about who make the most money or who covers the airways, who's talked about on the airways the most.
It's Jake Paul, man.
Nah, it ain't Jake Paul.
It's Jake Paul, man.
Hell nah. Man, that's the problem with boxing right now, is that we can't put together a list of credentials that allows us to say that one fighter is the face of boxing.
So you gotta look at it like this, right? We all know who makes the most money in boxing, right? And that's Canelo. But Canelo don't really consume the airwaves like he did at one point. Now, because Canelo last fight, people really didn't really start talking about that shit until like the week before the fight. Now you got motherfucking, you talk about Errol Spence. People always talking about him in Crawford. You know what I'm saying? People always talking about Gervonta Davis. And so it's kind of like you got to go to YouTube and see who is the face of boxing, like who's covering the airwaves. So, I mean, it just depends on what's your interpretation on who's the face of boxing. What is your interpretation on that? Is it who's making the most money or who's talked about the most in boxing?
Money.
Or
Money
you like
talks
me?
about
This, yeah, I mean,
Money
how you
talked about
moving, who you fighting?
Huh?
Money, influence, and who's talked about the most. I'm gonna say this though. This is how I'm gonna end this, because shout out to Jake Paul, because we knew who Montana Love was, but now everybody knows who he is. Shout out to Jake Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have to say, man, really, it's really hard to say, because at one point it was Wilder. You know what I'm saying? One point it was Wilder for sure. You know what I'm saying? And then he said he was gonna retire, and then he came back, and that kind of died down a little bit. But now it's kind of like between, when you say Errol Spence, you say Terence Crawford, and vice versa. They kind of connected to each other. And then I think, to me, I think it's between Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, and Tank Davis.
I think Jake Paul is top 5.
I could agree. I agree with that. Yeah, you can't argue with none of them.
But man, like I said, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. My man, Big Dog Willie, hashtag Con the GOAT, hashtag TWT.
But I gotta get these kids together, bro. I'm gonna holler at you in a minute, Keon.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up too. He says Con can parallel park and train. Credible facts.
Man.
Yes, sir. And my man Tony Boswell, man, he coming through in that super chat, Tony. Man. He says, much respect, everything boxing in the chat. Stopped in to show support and hit the like button, man. I appreciate you always coming through, man, showing support to the channel, man. Much appreciated. Dondada said, shot at the point you have to put Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia don't really, you know what I'm saying? He ain't there yet. Like I said, you got some guys like Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. They coming up. They coming up, but they ain't there yet. I think, to me, it's definitely between Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, and I'll put them together because they two names just go hand in hand.
Gotta say that.
And Gervonta Davis and Canelo. You know what I'm saying? It's 4. I don't think it's one person that just is the face of boxing right now, because, you know, like Canelo make the most money, so you got to put him in there. And he does bring the biggest reaction out of fans, whether good or bad. So he definitely got to be up there. And Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, they do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And Tank Davis, the same shit. So yeah. But anyway, man, I'm gonna shut it down. I appreciate everybody that came through.
Appreciate you, brother.
Man, make sure that y'all go sub to OTB Boxing School. OTB Boxing School. Make sure that y'all go sub. Make sure that y'all go sub to everybody else that was on the panel. And make sure that y'all don't miss Money Brown TV going live tonight. And Knockout Boxing 86 TV. He got the debate show going on in about, an hour and a half. So I appreciate everybody coming through. Hit the like button before you leave out. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone, y'all.